channel may feature copyrighted video and audio content under the guidelines of fair use permitted by copyright statute for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. All content and credit go to the original creators. No copyright infringement is intended. This channel may feature... Shout out to everybody in the building. How y'all doing today? Please smack that thumbs up as you come in. Drop down in the chat and let me know who's here.
But it's getting so out of control. Thank you for tuning in to MTGV, True Crime TV. Y'all know what it is, man. Team Vibe, Miss V. And make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you leave a comment too. Yeah. We're gonna see you on the flip side, man.
Shout out to everybody here. I really missed y'all. It's been a minute since I've been live. But the last time I was live, I said that I was gonna go over this fake witness. And that's exactly what we're here for today. Welcome in, everybody. Shout out to Gretchen in the building. Shout out to Fatisha in the building. How y'all doing? And shout out to everybody in the bushes. Y'all please drop down and smack that thumbs up to support the channel. Also, I have a goal set up. And if we reach that goal, I will go live again tomorrow. I'm trying to be more consistent, but I have been picking up a lot of hours at work. So that is why I have not been here. But I miss y'all. Shout out to everybody. So I did a premiere this morning. I talked about Naziah Harris. So if you didn't check out that video, please do. And y'all continue to let's have the conversation in the comments, because I definitely respond to my comments. And also, let me see. I want to make sure y'all know about my podcast that I have. I have like 3 different podcasts for this channel. And so I have one for Romeca. I have one in general for the whole channel. And also there's one for the interrogation of Sierra Day. That's one of the first cases that I start talking about crime, and created a channel, a group on Facebook, Anaya Day Garrett. But y'all, even in my absence, there's plenty of content that you can watch. I also drop videos and shorts even when I'm not live. So you have to purposely come into my channel to see what I got going on. Shout out to 71 Suburban Girl. Welcome in. Good to see you here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the video that I wanted to show. Now, this is a lady, Naja Hall. She had interviewed this person, and the person didn't even want their voice to be heard. And a lot of people thought that this was a fake witness and that this witness wasn't there. And the reason why I wanted to replay it is because of the video of the witnesses that were out there talking. It's a video that I got later on that I did not have at first. So I'm gonna pull that up. We're gonna listen to it and listen at what the female and the man is saying in this video. Let me know what y'all think. I actually thought I already had this stuff put up, but give me a second, y'all. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. For sharing. For sharing. For sharing. Thank you for so much. Join Sleuth Nation membership and become a sleuth for special members emojis, special badges by your name, and sneak peek videos. Join Sleuth.
All you do is lie. All you do is lie. You a pathetic ass liar. All you do is lie. I have a license to carry, and I have a license to give a phone. You shoot somebody
ahead and get that bitch.
Hey, we gotta pull up truck. Where did she get shot at?
I don't know where she got shot. We was across the street when the sun off.
Right here.
We was just across the street. I just got out.
That girl got the green on, don't she? She got on like a shield.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She had the pistol in her hand.
But this one got out this part right here. Cause the girl that
this her nigga right here.
Yeah. But I think he's messing with both of them because the one in
I hope she not dead, man. Oh, girl just killed her. And she did. Oh, girl just
But she did keep running up on her though, right?
Yeah, she did.
But if a motherfucker got a gun.
Right, if a motherfucker. Oh, God. Right. And if his girl did, you bogus as hell, bro. He bogus. If she did, he bogus. Cause you know you out here, but you out here though. This the type of shit you bring though when you fucking with two bitches. You can't do that type of shit. When you know you got a woman that's crazy, you can't do that.
Yeah, so look,
you can't do that. And then you out here. This girl right here in the lime green, right here, she had the gun. She the one that shot the girl. Look, they for the arrest her ass. She need to go to jail. Cause you should know it ain't that serious though over no nigga for you to pull out a gun and shoot somebody, bro.
She said, you steady fucking with people over her. Yeah.
Yeah. Taking her ass to jail. She the one that got the old girl, man. Damn, that's fucked up. This shit is fucked up. They taking her ass to jail. She could shoot this girl like a motherfucker.
Okay, so the female said a few things, and that is what we here to address, to go over, because I heard in a Najah interview, I heard that said, and that's the first and only place that I had heard that up until I came across this video. So I labeled it as a fake witness because that's exactly what I thought it was. A lot of people was very upset with Najah for even interviewing this person. But it appears that this person must have been there because we just heard this female say that. So I may even go as far as to say the female we hear in the video could be the same female who interviewed or spoke with Najah, because we never hear the girl's voice, because Najah said that she didn't want her voice at all. Even when she told her she would change her voice, she still did not want to go vocal. So she's reading transcripts, and then I changed Najah's voice. So we gonna listen to that. Shout out to my moderators in the building. Shout out to my BFF in the building. Shout out to Bronze in the building, and also Tabany and Hanaya. Shout out to all of y'all in the building. Y'all, please smack that thumbs up as you come in and subscribe to the channel if you have not. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that video, the Najah video. Let's see what else this person had to say, because another thing that was said is that Los had people out there in his family, that was already there. So I don't know who this witness is, but I can definitely tell you that I believe that she was there. I believe it could be the person we hear. And also she clearly was on Los's side from what I gathered from listening to it. So let's check this out, y'all. Yes, justice for Romeca.
Declined, and I have no choice but to respect that. The witness did say, I wish there was a way I could help him, but I really don't know to clear it up and tell people what that.
Never want to be a bitch. They got retail theft. never want to be a bitch that got retail theft on their background. I would never be forcing no nigga to try to be with me after he done showed me with 100 bitches 100 times that he don't want to be with me. I would never be talking about I'm going to kill myself and kill my child over a nigga because he don't want to be with me or he's not paying me any attention. I would never want to be that type of bitch. I would never be calling no bitch phone every single day private, not saying shit.
I asked the witness, did you see the altercation from the beginning? They said, I was there, but I pulled off once I seen the woman pull the gun out. I came right back and Romeca was dead. All I can say is the way they're making the guy look is not true. He was trying to de-escalate. Also, the Mexican woman and her boyfriend were not out there when it first started. I said, okay, when did you arrive on the scene? At what point during the interaction? The witness said,
Okay, hold on. I'm going to slow it down because she is talking pretty fast there. Give me a second.
that they saw all of the cars on the scene that were there and that they had made the left and went back up the street. Took care of a personal matter. And within about 2 minutes, by the time the witness got back to the corner that they started at, where they initially saw the beginning of an incident, they said they saw all of them in the street. I said, did it look like a physical fight between two people, two women, or who was fighting? And that they had made the left and pulled off once I seen the woman pull the gun out. I asked the witness, did you see the altercation from the beginning? They said, I was there, but I pulled off once I seen the woman pull the gun out. I came right back and Romeca was dead. All I can say is the way they're making the guy look is not true. He was trying to de-escalate. Also, the Mexican woman and her boyfriend were not out there when it first started. I said, okay, when did you arrive on the scene? At what point during the interaction? The witness says that they saw all of the cars on the scene that were there and that they had made the left and went back up the street. Took care of a personal matter. And within about 2 minutes, by the time the witness got back to the corner that they started at, where they initially saw the beginning of an incident, they said they saw all of them in the street. I said, did it look like a physical fight between two people, two women, or who was fighting? I did not see a physical fight at that moment. It was more him trying to get Romeca back in her car and she wouldn't go. She turned around and said something to that girl and came at her. That girl pulled the gun out. Romeca was still coming at her. When I seen the gun, I pulled off because that's how close I was. I said, I don't blame you for pulling off. The witness says, the Mexican lady is lying. I called the police. I was going to keep going, but something told me to go back because I wanted to tell them it's not like that. By the time I came back, Romeca was on the floor. There were more people outside, and it wasn't even a 3-minute stretch. I don't know where all those people came from. They weren't even there before. Then the witness says, the Mexican woman says in the video that she got off the 21 bus. There is a bus stop close to there, but it's on the other corner. And I know people are saying that those two people set Romeca up, but that's not what it looked like at all. I said, that's not what you witnessed. And then I did ask about the witness that we heard in the video that was with her boyfriend or her man friend that was loud. And that witness went on to do an interview on another platform last week, I believe. So I said, there's a person who claimed that they got off the 21 bus. From your vantage point, was that possible? You also said the Spanish-speaking person might not be telling the whole truth. The witness says, I don't think so. And especially about the headlock situation. What I can make out is some licks were passed and he grabbed Romeca, but not holding her down for that woman. It was not like that at all. He grabbed her and the other woman did what she did. She shot her. They were not tag teaming her at all. I kept seeing him trying to push Romeca to get back in her car. He said, get the F back in your car. She would wiggle away from him and then charge at the other woman again. So I said, they weren't jumping her. Who appeared to be the most aggressive person on the scene? She said, Romeca. The young lady took the pistol out. Did you see her approach Romeca with a gun, or was she just standing there? The witness says she did not approach Romeca at all. She never stepped away from her car. So I said, so she was by her car. The witness says, and she did not go inside her car. The gun was on top of her car. So I said, the gun was already on top of the car. Then are you saying that she grabbed it and Romeca was coming toward her and she fired a shot? The witness says, once she upped that gun, I pulled off. Anything after that, I don't know. So then I said, so you saw her take the gun from the top of the car? The witness says, yes. I asked, was a car door open? The witness says one of their car doors were open. All the cars were parked. Both female drivers' doors were open. I said, where was Carlos when Romeca was approaching Holly? The witness says, in the middle, trying to break it up. Romeca kept breaking from him, like I said, and started running to the girl. The girl pulled the gun. He instantly went to Holly and was pushing her arm down, like putting her hands down on her forearm. So he tried to stop it. And the witness says, and Romeca was still coming, and I pulled off. I got out of there. The witness says, yeah, and he grabbed her, and that's exactly how it happened. What I did witness was that man trying to de-escalate. That's the honest truth. Then I said, as for his emotions, he seemed shocked. Most of us don't know what we do in that situation. And the witness said, exactly, and he kept telling the crowd to get back. He was just standing around walking in circles, dazed. And a lot of the bystanders were really loud, and it was a lot happening. And he probably thought that they would attack Holly. And then I had to ask about the Latino or Spanish couple, or the people with the Spanish accents again. I said, from the video, I saw a man walking around and a girl that was angry or loud with a Spanish accent. Those two were the loudest and most recognizable voices in the video. And the witness says, yeah, I think they might have been a couple, or they were at least together or something. The witness really went on to be regretful and lament about how they couldn't show up and do an interview because they see the online discourse that's happening, and they wanted to clear it up and tell people what they saw. In the next portion of the conversation, I let the witness know that I did request the 911 tapes, and since they were one of the people that called the 911, then myself and probably other outlets would be playing the tapes. And the witness says, if that's the case, then that's fine. I just don't want to do any interviews with my voice right now. I did call the police because nobody else was trying to. If the video comes out or if you put it out, you'll hear exactly what I told the police on the phone. And if there's video around, you can see my car in the area. I was there. I asked the witness, has Chicago PD called them? And they said, yeah, the day that the lady was getting released. They wanted me to come in, and I told them, no, leave me alone. I don't want to be put in there and end up on the stand. I don't even know how you got my number. I didn't even know that once you call the police, they could get your phone number. I just didn't think that far about all of this. And I told the witness that's why a lot of people don't come forward. They don't want their voice, their likeness, their license plate, and address out there. The witness says, hey, people are going to be really mad at me. The witness also said they didn't want their voice out there because they see what's happening online and the people that are getting demonized in this case, and they don't want to be attacked because what they're saying that they saw does not fit the narrative of who people want to portray the deceased to be. The witness just says, I wish a gun was never pulled. They could have just fought like they were doing, and they could have both been in bed with their babies. But nobody was really right there when it first started. And I didn't record it. I was just being nosy and looking. The witness goes on to say, if folks were there from before, then there would be video of that whole little thing before the shooting, but there's not one single video before the altercation, not one. So then I asked, from the time you saw them getting physical until you pulled back around, how long was that? The witness says it couldn't have been any more than about 2 minutes. The witness goes on to say, I had pulled over to talk to the police. Then I was going to keep going to the grocery store like I was on my way to do. Something told me to go back because I wanted to tell them what I saw. I wish I would have said something then, but that gun, the witness' voice cracks. It was so fast. Once I seen the gun, I left, honestly. I'm glad I left. I don't ever want to see somebody's life ending. Even though I seen her out there, that's still in my head. I think about that woman every single day, all of them. I wish it was another way. And the witness says, one thing that Holly did say out there was, you keep fucking with everybody about this. You keep fucking with everybody. She said that. And also, I've been seeing Carlos or somebody put up videos of Romeca being aggressive outside of Disney. And I said, yeah, I saw those. And the witness said, yeah. Is that what you saw that day, like in those videos? The witness says, I did. His body was in front of hers, and she was in her car door. Her car door was open, and she was standing up. I really couldn't hear what Carlos was saying because she was the one yapping. It's an interesting use of words. So I said, what was she saying to him? I really can't remember, but she was the one talking. I said, was she yelling or talking like you and I? More high-pitched, but not super loud with profanity. That's why I stopped my car initially. She was standing in her driver's door, but he just couldn't just pull her in the car and make her sit down. She stood in it so he couldn't push her in the car. She said something, then turned to Holly. Then Holly said something. Then Romeca turned to the side, ran around Carlos, and started going toward Holly. She went at her. The other woman literally turned around, grabbed the gun off the top of her car outside, and I pulled off. She was still going at her. While he was breaking it up, Holly said, I'm tired of you fucking with everybody about this. That's all I could make out that was said. I really can't even remember anything else after that. I just thought it was a regular fight. So I asked, so when Romeca was standing in her car door and talking, was Carlos across from her? The witness says no. He was literally at her car door trying to get her back in the car. I said, and Holly? The witness says Holly wasn't nowhere from her car. She was standing in her car with the driver door open, with her back to the car. She didn't appear aggressive to me until the woman started coming at her. And just to add another point, I got some screenshots from another source, and they corroborate this version right here. And they say that Holly's baby was in the back seat of her car, and Romeca was going for one of the windows. So if that baby was in the back seat, and she's going for the window, and keep in mind the restraining order protects Holly and her baby, I'm just trying to understand how we could go from a physical fight to a gun being drawn. The conversation went on for a few more minutes, and I did ask the witness, would they be willing to allow me to record their voice and skew their voice? And the way we edit voices, nobody could even tell if you're male or female. But the witness declined, and I have no choice but to respect that. The witness did say, I wish there was a way I could help him, but I really don't know what else to do because I don't really see what they could charge him for. I saw him try to smack her arm down. He looked so stressed out. That man looked lost. He looked dazed.
I was actually the one at the scene.
Okay, so from what I'm listening to, this person is clearly on Carlos' side. This person called in to to be on Carlos' side. Now I don't know what's going on in the chat, but if anybody want to call in and state whatever you got to say concerning this case, you definitely can call in. Hold on, let me put the number up. So what do y'all think about what that witness had to say? Now, clearly, if you are a Romeca supporter on the side of rights, you would feel like this person was totally on Carlos' side with what the things that she was saying. But the fact that she said what we heard a witness say tells me that this person was there. Right? That's just kind of what I'm thinking, right? Because that is the only person that I ever heard say that. And up until I heard that particular the witnesses, and I'm gonna go back to that right now. I hadn't heard nobody else say that. I mean, and then it clicked after hearing that. So I definitely believe that this person could have been there. But I don't agree with a lot of stuff that this person is saying, but that's what they're saying. Now, according to the statements that I have from the witnesses, I don't recall reading a witness statement that was totally like this person is siding with Carlos. I didn't read nothing like that. At first, I thought I was getting into one, and then that person seemed to be talking like they had some sense, because we know what we believe that this is. This wasn't no we bumped into each other. This was we made it happen. We wanted to bump into you. We came to your turf. We came to where you be at. So Nisha said Carlos was at the school that morning. Why, if he didn't have the kid? Premeditated. Exactly. But of course they want to go with, oh, you can't park in front of his apartment. You got to park on a different street. It was the weekday. You can't park there or whatever. But we also know that, Romeca's cousin said that is not a street that he normally have his guests park on. This is not the first time he had a guest at his place. Now, BFF dropped a number if anybody want to call in, because I don't know the confusion and I'm trying to do a show here. Lies on top of lies. That was his sister, Tabany said. Wow. So the same sister, you're thinking that it's the same sister that was helping Romeca with the baby, with her son, their son, when he had tapped out for the couple months or however long it was. You would describe that you would describe what they have on. No one said anything about her black jacket. Okay. Now I think of her black jacket was mentioned in the 911 call. I didn't really focus on that, but I think they did mention somebody in a with a black jacket on. But so Brenda said you would describe what they had on. No one said anything about her black jacket. Okay, and then why didn't he go after Holly after she got her G? Yeah, exactly. Why didn't he control Holly in the first place? Because him and Romeca wasn't good. That wasn't your woman. According to him, he had been with Holly for 6 months. According to Holly, they had been together for 2 years. So whatever, that's who you should have been trying to control. But we know that he mentioned something about, oh, she going to get it. So why didn't he stand in front of or go tackle Holly? Oh, Holly, she said. She would have never put it if it meant he was going to get hit. The person is a lie. Another thing the person said is that the weapon was on top of the car. I heard somebody on the scene say that too. That her weapon was on top of the car. Now, this witness is meant to help. But if you really listen at the witness, and we gonna take it back, they not helping, because they saying stuff like the weapon was on top of the car, she had it in her hand, like she never left the driver's side of her door, which places her. It don't. That mean Holly was in the car, like the witness said. Holly got out of the parked car. This witness is backing it up by saying that. And Dave said something similar, like she never left her driver's side door. Well, how did she get there if her and Los pulled from the alley with a baby? The baby was already in the car. Okay, so I'm going to take it back. We're going to listen at this again, but I'm going to stop it along the way.
They said, I was there.
Want to be that type of bitch. Showed me with 100 bitches, 100. Never want to be a bitch that got retail theft on their background. I would never be forcing no nigga to try to be with me after he done showed me with 100 bitches 100 times that he don't want to be with me. I would never be talking about I'm gonna kill myself and kill my child over a nigga because he don't want to be with me or he's not paying me any attention. I would never want to be that type of bitch.
Now, where did Holly get that from? And did Romeca actually say that? Because if she did, it would have maybe been just between her and Los if she was to say that. But I don't even believe she said that. But yeah, pillow talking, a bunch of back and forth.
I would never be calling no bitch phone every single day private, not saying shit.
Let me look at something first, because I did go to look at the comments and then I kind of stopped. But I did want to know what the confusion was in the comments. Something about 70. What she only. Hold on, y'all. What is the confusion in the chat? Can somebody let me know? I would never be a home wrecker like Holly Ho. Exactly. A loser. If Romeca was on some bully crap, why she didn't pull up when they was at the mall? This was on a Saturday, and Wait, whole Saturday, that car. And Carlos like 18 times. Now I remember hearing, I heard that somewhere else. I had wondered where the 18 calls and all of that had came from, right? I wondered where that came from. Before I replay this video, I'm going to go to where that came from. The 18 calls. Shout out to Nisha in the building. And shout out to Freddie Justice for Romeca. Shout out to my member. She said Romeca don't have a background at all. So yeah, that was the whole gaslighting thing. And thank you for saying that. That was she the one that had retail theft on her background. Like what? Typo, how? Okay. Boy, there's some trolls up in here I see on the vertical stream. If I'm so scared of a person, I wouldn't have parked near Meeks' son's school. I wouldn't have even came in town. She don't live there. She lived, 45 minutes away. She could have been safe at her own home, but she decided to do that. I think she repeated everything he's still saying. Now you left, but know how many people witnessed the scene. Yes, that person did say a lot of stuff that did not make sense. So yeah, I'm going to play this. I'm going to go ahead and replay this while it's fresh. And then I'm going to play where the 18 calls and stuff came from, because I ran across that. And shout out to Nisha for saying that. I stay over there. She could have parked by the post office. She could have parked in the back of his house. Shout out to Freddie Justice for Meeks. I didn't know you was from Chicago or stayed over there, but I do know exactly where that post office is at, because I was wondering the same thing. Like, is that like an extra parking lot that they could have parked in when if it's after hours? But probably not. But I don't know. It was during the day. It was in the morning. So yeah, she probably could have parked there while it was open. But the cousin literally said 2 streets that he normally have people go park on. So she was like, why would you park her there? I believe this person is one of his witnesses. Let's see. Gretchen said, I believe this person is one of his witnesses. And when they found out that if they're caught up in a lie, that you can be charged for lying on the stand, that's why they didn't want to lie. Man, I don't even believe this person talked to the police like they saying. A witness saw him. Let's see. Okay, so let me go ahead and let this play.
I asked the witness, did you see the altercation from the beginning? They said, I was there, but I pulled off once I seen the woman pull the gun out. I came right back and Romeca was dead. All I can say is the way they're making the guy look is not true. He was trying to de-escalate. Also, the Mexican woman and her boyfriend were not out there when it first started. I said, okay, when did you arrive on the scene? At what point during the interaction? The witness says that they saw all of the cars on the scene that were there and that they had made the left and went back up the street.
So they didn't answer the question on at what point did they get there? Hold on, let me do something right quick. Still kind of fast.
I pulled off once I seen the woman pull the gun out. I came right back and Romeca was dead. All I can say is the way they're making the guy look is not true. I asked the witness, did you see the altercation from the beginning? They said, I was there, but I pulled off once I seen the woman pull the gun out. I came right back and Romeca was dead. All I can say is the way they're making the guy look is not true. He was trying to de-escalate. Also, the Mexican woman and her boyfriend were not out there when it first started. I said, okay, when did you arrive on the scene? At what point during the interaction? The witness says that they saw all of the cars on the scene that were there and that they had made the left and went back up the street.
And we all know that the Hispanic lady was on the bus, so you wouldn't have seen her. She was reporting live from the bus what she seen and heard before she even got off. So yeah, they wouldn't have been there first. But if she was there, why you didn't record everything? But of course they had an answer for that too.
Took care of a personal matter, and within about 2 minutes, by the time the witness got back to the corner that they started at, where they initially saw the beginning of an incident, they said they saw all of them in the street. I said, did it look like a physical fight between two people, two women, or who was fighting? I did not see a physical fight at that moment. It was more him trying to get Romeca back in her car and she wouldn't go. She turned around and said something to that girl and came at her. That girl pulled the gun out. Romeca was still coming at her. When I seen the gun, I pulled off because that's how close I.
So she just said the girl pulled the gun out. Like she said something to her and she pulled it out. So like I said, she's not helping. It was already on top of the car.
Wouldn't go. She turned around and said something to that girl and came at her. That girl pulled the gun out. Romeca was still coming at her. When I seen the gun, I pulled off because that's how close I was. I said, I don't blame you for pulling off. The witness says,
so if she seen the gun, she should have seen the actual firing and all that, because once she pulled it, she fired it.
The Mexican lady is lying. I called the police. I was going to keep going, but something told me to go back because I wanted to tell them it's not like that. By the time I came back, Romeca was on the floor. There were more people outside, and it wasn't even a 3-minute stretch. I don't know where all those people came from.
Man, that's crazy. Like, literally, as soon as she pulled the weapon, it would have happened. So this person should have seen everything. Do you think all this circling around the block and all this? I don't know if I believe all that.
They weren't even there before. Then the witness says, the Mexican woman says in the video that she got off the 21 bus. There is a bus stop close to there, but it's on the other corner. And I know people are saying that those two people set Romeca up, but that's not what it looked like at all. I said, that's not what you witnessed. And then I did ask about the witness that we heard in the video that was with her boyfriend or her man friend that was loud. And that witness went on to do an interview on another platform last week, I believe. So I said.
So I wanted to point out that all of this, this witness came forward very early in the Romeca case, because the witness number 3, I want to say that it was September when she called into Gigi's show. So you just heard her say that this was last week. This all happened right after the incident. So this witness came forward right away. And this was also before the smear campaign and all of that was launched. So I just wanted to say that this person, shout out to Ebony. They have told so many lies. I don't even believe that one witness. She left and came back. Right. The only reason why I'm entertaining this now, because, you know, in the beginning, so many people said, oh, she lied and they didn't believe her at all. Well, I heard this same person. I didn't hear the voice, but I heard them say something that this witness said, and I hadn't heard it nowhere else. So that's why I'm like, well, wait a minute. This person must know something, you know, to be able to state the exact same thing that somebody said as a witness, and she could have been the witness there, but she could have been clearly this person is on Losa's side. So I know in the beginning people were saying that his people was there, so it's kind of sounding, it's kind of seeming that way, that he had people there on his side that was there when it all jumped off.
There's a person who claimed that they got off the 21 bus. From your vantage point, was that possible? You also said the Spanish-speaking person might not be telling the whole truth. The witness says, I don't think so. And especially about that headlock situation. What I can make out is some licks were passed and he grabbed Romeca, but not holding her down for that woman.
And we know that it wasn't a physical fight. Like, I mean, the only physical fight that the witness 3 said was Carlos putting hands on Romeca and hitting her with that door. Never did she say that it was a physical altercation between Romeca and Holly. I just wanted to say that.
It was not like that at all. He grabbed her and the other woman did what she did. She shot her. They were not tag teaming her at all.
Yeah, but listen at what she just said. He grabbed her and then she fired on her. So he grabbed her, which allowed her to be able to have access to her like that. It left Romeca in a vulnerable position and she was unable to leave because he was holding on to her.
I kept seeing him trying to push Romeca to get back in her car. He said, "Get the F back in your car." She would move away from him and then charge at the other woman again. So I said, they weren't jumping her. Who appeared to be the most aggressive person on the scene? She said, Romeca.
Of course she gonna say that. Now, I just gotta interject because we not going with what this person is saying. We only listening to it because she said something a witness said and we heard the witness say it. So, you know, that if he had people out there, you know, that could prove some other things too, right? You already had people out there on the scene. We do have Wu who said that Carlos called him and was supposed to meet him at 8:45. They were supposed to go to the gym. And then we heard a clip that sounded like Wu was on the crime scene too. So make it make sense. And then if he was supposed to leave at 8:45 to meet him or get there by 8:45, how did he end up running into Romeca after 9 a.m.? He should have already been there. Should have already been out of sight. But no, if it's planned, then it's going to work out just the way that it did.
The young lady took the pistol out. Did you see her approach Romeca with a gun or was she just standing there? The witness says she did not approach Romeca at all. She never stepped away from her car. So I said, so she was by her car. The witness says, and she did not go inside her car. The gun was on top of her car.
That do not make the situation no better at all. She did not go get the gun. So she already was ready. She was already ready with the weapon in her hand, sitting on, and we heard a witness say that too, that the gun was on top of her car at first. I literally played that too. Like, so that's two things that we've heard a witness say that, you know, if you only on the crime scene, would you know that? How did she pull off if he was double parked and couldn't no vehicle get out? Lies on top of lies. And I'm wondering which direction were they coming from, because what street was they on? You know, because yeah, where exactly were you? I'm really not I'm not picturing where this person was actually at on the crime scene.
So I said, the gun was already on top of the car. Then are you saying that she grabbed it and Romeca was coming toward her and she fired a shot? The witness says, once she upped that gun, I pulled off.
Okay, so first of all, why would Holly be on the street with a weapon on top of her car? Why would she already have it in her hand unless it was premeditated and you was looking for trouble? Like, but we know that witness 3 said that she ran over to the passenger side to get the weapon. So what I'm thinking, is it a possibility that she already had the weapon and she just ran over to the passenger side to give distance so she could fire at her? I mean, but why would she go into the vehicle? I don't know. But the fact that it was on top of the car sounds better for a worse outcome for Holly. You see what I'm saying? So either way, it's all bad, because if it was on top of her car, that means she was ready, waiting, and planning something. And if she ran around to the car, then she could have got in her car and left. See, so the weapon is supposed to be, you're not supposed to run off and get a weapon and come back. And that's what it would have been if she went around to the passenger side of the car. So I don't know. Do y'all think she had the weapon already, or do y'all think she ran and got it? Because she very well could have had the weapon and the witness didn't see it. You know, she could have had it in her hand and ran over there and just fired and did a motion like she was going into the car. She could have did that. You know, we know she a gaslighter and the truth ain't in neither one of them. So who knows? Shout out to Truthfully Speaking. And the cousin was on that crime scene also. They're all scared. Remember, at first, they were jumping on everyone's platform, running their bio. Exactly. That's and I've ran into some of those. Like I got one with Ebony, and I'm gonna play that. That's what I was going. That's where I heard the 18 calls was Ebony. I'm not sure who said it. Real talk. And Tion. It was on Tion's panel. And it was somebody else, I think, that was up there because it's a parking lane and 2 driving lanes. Yes. Yes. And he was blocking Romeca on purpose. That's what I feel. But it's a lot, man. We can't totally discredit this witness because this witness also is making them look even worse. His buddy hung out with him all night, allegedly. So when did Carlos drop him off? Remember, he fell on his face. Right, fell flat on his face, drunk. Yep, and didn't find out about it until noon. Yep. Let's keep going.
Anything after that, I don't know. So then I said, so you saw her take the gun from the top of the car? The witness says yes.
That ain't good for you, Holly. Who is this witness?
Asked, was a car door open? The witness says one of their car doors were open. All the cars were parked. Both female drivers' doors were open. I said, where was Carlos when Romeca was approaching Holly? The witness says, in the middle, trying to break it up. Romeca kept breaking from him, like I said, and started running to the girl. The girl pulled the gun. He instantly went to Holly and was pushing her arm down, like putting her hands down on her forearm. So he tried to stop it. The witness says, and Romeca was still coming, and I pulled off. I got out of there.
Get out of here. So making him sound like a superhero. Oh, he's pushing down the weapon from Holly. So that would even make it seem worse too. Like he's there actively in the middle. If we are to believe that, right? We know that allegedly he was trying to break something up, right? So what are you afraid of again? You got him actively in the middle, keeping y'all from connecting, but you're the aggressor. So, but anyway, the caller ain't helping. Okay, this person ain't helping at all.
The witness says, yeah, and he grabbed her, and that's exactly how it happened. What I did witness was that man trying to de-escalate. That's the honest truth. Then I said, as for his emotions, he seemed shocked. Most of us don't know what we do in that situation. And the witness said, exactly, and he kept telling the crowd to get back. He was just standing around walking in circles, dazed. And a lot of the bystanders were really loud, and it was a lot happening. And
he was walking around dazed, doing nothing to help Romeca, yelling at people, telling people to get back while he do nothing but take pictures and record her while she's down there.
He probably thought that they would attack Holly. And then I had to ask about the Latino or Spanish couple, the people with the Spanish accents again. I said, from the video, I saw a man walking around and a girl that was angry or loud with a Spanish accent. Those two were the loudest and most recognizable voices in the video. And the witness says, yeah, I think they might have been a couple or they were at least together or something. The witness really went on to be regretful and lament about how they couldn't show up and do an interview because they see the online discourse that's happening and they wanted to clear it up and tell people what they saw. In the next portion of the conversation, I let the witness know that I did request the 911 tapes, and since they were one of the people that called the 911, then myself and probably other outlets would be playing the tapes. And the witness says, if that's the case, then that's fine. I just don't want to do any interviews with my voice right now. I did call the police because nobody else was trying to. If the video comes out or if you put it out, you'll hear exactly what I told the police on the phone. And if there's video around, you can see my car in the area. I was there. I asked the witness, has Chicago PD called them? And they said, yeah, the day that the lady was getting released. They wanted me to come in, and I told them, no, leave me alone. I don't want to be put in there and end up on the stand. I don't even know how you got my number.
Man, Holly got released the same day. It just appears that she was in there maybe overnight being questioned or something, but she got released pretty quick after this had happened. And I didn't know you had a choice to talk to the police concerning this kind of stuff. And I don't recall reading this person's statements because they said they talked to the police, because I didn't hear nobody like totally on Losa's side in these statements. And I'm kind of trying to look at those too. But I really wasn't prepared to like compare the statements to what we hearing now. But what do y'all think about this witness besides the person being a liar? I know Tabany said this is Losa's sister. Do y'all believe that this is Losa's sister? Let me know. Let me let this play.
I didn't even know that once you call the police, they could get your phone number. I just didn't think that far about all of this. And I told the witnesses why a lot of people don't come forward. They don't want their voice, their likeness, their license plate, and address out there. The witness says, hey, people are going to be really mad at me. The witness also said they didn't want their voice out there because they see what's happening online and the people that are getting demonized in this case.
So why wouldn't you want your voice out there? Why wouldn't you let her disguise your voice? I mean, it just sounds like a person that's totally trying to hide, but throw stones at the same time. Because you should want the truth out, right?
And they don't want to be attacked because what they're saying that they saw does not fit the narrative of who people want to portray the deceased to be. The witness just says, I wish a gun was never pulled. They could have just fought like they were doing, and they could have both been in bed with their babies. But nobody was really right there when it first started. And I didn't record it. I was just being nosy and looking. The witness goes on to say, if folks were there from before, then there would be video of the whole little thing before the shooting. But there's not one single video before the altercation. Not one. So then I asked, from the time you saw them getting physical until you pulled back around, how long was that? The witness says it couldn't have been any more than about 2 minutes. The witness goes on to say, I had pulled over to talk to the police. Then I was going to keep going to the grocery store like I was on my way to do. Something told me to go back because I wanted to tell them what I saw. I wish I would have said something then, but that gun, the witness voice cracks. It was so fast. Once I seen the gun, I left, honestly.
Yeah, I just feel like this person, if they seen the weapon, they seen the whole thing, because once she put it, it all happened. So how do you miss that part and then circle back? And from my understanding, everything happened quickly. Didn't they see, what time did they say they seen Romeca exiting the school? Was it like 9:02 or something like that? That's the part I don't know what time she left, the exact time that they're saying that she left the school. What was the exact time that they allegedly came from the alley? Because those details are missing for me right now. Shout out to KG Summer Mommy in the building. How you doing, fam? Nisha informant goes down also. They get caught in lies. Okay? Everybody need to go. Nisha, I concur with you because it's accurate. I truly believe that's an officer on Carlisle's payroll. Wow, that's crazy. Like, man, the way that they communicated with him, though, you would think he one of them. Like they gave this man so many passes, and then even to hear the one cop say, oh, he don't want to get caught, or he don't want to go to jail, so he don't want to go to the hospital, or something to that effect. Like, it's like they were covering for him, because why didn't come forward? They got something to hide. If you're a witness and was interviewed by the police, they will have taken a statement and it would have been used. An attorney would use the witness. Exactly, Gretchen. So this person is not completely telling the truth because, wait, hold on. Oh, shoot. Somebody was calling. Call back. Call back. Let me get over here. Look like Nevada was calling in. Oh, I got 2 missed calls. Hold on. $702. Call back.
Press 2.
Hey, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
Nisha, New York City?
Hey, Nisha. What's up?
Yes. Oh, it's echoing my TV. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, this is all crazy. I'm Justice for Meeks 24/7. This is all crazy. I believe Carlos was at that school that morning. That's what got Romeca on the other side.
Now,
it was somebody saying, and it screenshotted that they was posting this on Facebook. Now, of course, the person who showed the message covered the names, but they said they saw on somebody in the school, they said they saw on the school camera view that Romeca, let me look at mine, because I screenshotted it. Now, the message doesn't really help Romeca. It makes her look in a bad light, so I'm only going to say the part that this is premeditated. Mm-hmm. They said that it shows Romeca's car. It shows mom driving off, and then BB's car pulling in. So why was Carlos pulling into the school?
Oh,
if you don't have the kids, why are you pulling into the school? I thought you was on your way to the gym, so why are you over there on that side? So then it goes on to say, I will stop at this, that she saw them and went towards them. But of course, if I've been calling you all morning for you to take the kid to school and you ignore me, but then you show up here, what you want me to do? But other people may not, see it that way. So,
well, I mean, I do remember hearing that, right? But I don't really talk about it because I don't have any proof of that. But I need some proof of that so I can talk about it more, because I've heard that he was at the school and he was seen at the school. But
yeah,
so
they got it on camera. The person said she saw him, and then Romeca saw him. So you knew with y'all history that y'all was gonna interact if she seen you. Like, why wouldn't she come up to you and talk to you and say, yeah, I've been calling your phones out? Whatever she said to him, why would you come over there if you were supposedly with Holly? Now, I don't know if Holly got in the car and drove over there with them, or she was still laying in the cut, because I don't believe she was still. I believe she was waiting in that car. It was said that she was waiting in that car and that she called him like 18 times that night. I'm assuming that she probably waited because she couldn't get a hold of him and she thought that he was with Romeca. That's why she waited at the school, because she didn't know any other information about Romeca besides the son's address.
I remember it being, that was one of my questions though. Where was Holly when they went to the club the night before and all of that? Because because it was said that she go home on Sundays and eat dinner with her family. She could have came back, but then I ran across a video with Ebony and Tion them that I was just talking about, and Dave was on a panel, and Dave said that she was at Los's house. She didn't go out with them that night, and she was at Los's house.
Okay, she could be at Los's house and call 18 times, but I don't know.
And they asked him about the 18 times calling too, and he said he didn't know. He ain't had that man's phone. But what you say, my felt?
I'm sorry.
I said you had just said something. I was talking over you.
Oh no, I was saying even if she was at his house, I don't why was he at the school? That's the question I have. Why was he at the school? If you didn't have the kid, that's why it screams premeditation, because if she was calling you, so you say, blocked, why not answer her if she's calling about the kid? You didn't know what she was calling for. And I also just wanted to say, if Romeca was so much on bully and wanted to run up on and get Holly or whatever, why didn't she pull up when they was getting the boys' ear pierced?
Exactly.
The more was free game.
Yep, they was live.
They didn't get the reaction from Romeca that they wanted, so they had to say, you know what? Let me sit my ass over here at this school.
Yep, she won't come to us, so we gonna come to her. Seriously.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it seems
like. And I also feel like this.
Like, I believe Holly wanted the man more than, she wants the man more than the kid. Because you cannot tell me as women, and Holly is not 19, 17. She's a grown-ass woman. So you can't tell me that you're going to continue dealing with the man, and this girl is so crazy, and they said in whatever the people saying, oh, you always jumping on somebody about this man. So why you still fucking on him? Ain't no way. I'm going to come over here where this girl is at, and she known for jumping on people and fucking people up, but I'm going to still come over here and sit by her kid's school. Like if we haven't been talking and she wasn't saying this on site, I'm going to sit my ass here. Really?
Like she's safe or something. Very interesting for a scared person.
Like, I would have been like, Carlos, you got to come to the plains to see the kid, wherever she at. You got to come over here, because I'm not coming there. That girl ain't jumping on me.
Exactly.
You
okay. You're 45 minutes away, girl. 45 minutes away. Romeca wasn't coming for you, but you came for her, though.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Like, come on now. Who y'all playing with here? But the mall would have been an easy place to fight. You had the gun in the baby bag at the mall. Is that what you trying to tell me?
Man, you got a great
the gun in the bag.
I'm sure Romeca knew about them being at the mall. Because they wanted to be seen.
He went live.
Mm-hmm.
He went live because he wanted her to pop up. Carlos couldn't have Romeca no more, so I believe this was the next bet. And Romeca, I don't know if anyone screenshotted or if the video was still up. I think it was on TikTok. She was in her room, and she had, like, you know, when you do a video but it's words and not talking.
Mm-hmm.
She was saying, like, I'm happy to know, like, I think something about Carlos and Holly, like, he got that bird brain, believing everything that he's saying. I don't know if anyone saw it. I seen it. I looked on her TikTok page. That's not up there no more. I think it was just a view in the story, maybe on Instagram or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was reference to that, like, you know, this bird brain is listening to everything he's saying, you know. So
she definitely was on point. Like, she already spoke and told us so much about this dude. Like, I'm pulling up everything that woman said. She put us on game. She knew he was narcissistic, knew he was a liar.
Mm-hmm.
All he do is lie. Like, she has really spoken up for herself, and I'm making sure that we hear her voice over here.
Exactly. And how y'all putting up videos of her attacking Carlos. And y'all always want to bring up that video with her with the 2x4. Holly Carr was sitting in the parking lot since they want to keep zooming in on that. So why Romeca wasn't trying to get on that door and break that door down and get to her? She was talking to Carlos.
Exactly.
Carlos, why you lie so much? Why you lie so much?
Great point.
Why she didn't smash Holly Carr? Why she didn't slam her tires? Why she didn't try to break down that door to get to her if she wanted her?
I don't believe she knew who Holly. I don't believe she knew Holly's car.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, exactly. But they keep zooming in on it like they're trying to prove, like that's proving something.
It ain't proving nothing. She was, except for she was really on his top, and that was it. And that he was a lying cheater. That's it. Because he was lying in the video when she was talking to him.
Exactly. And you could see how happy she was on Thanksgiving to post that they had matching outfits. She knew that Romeca and Carlos do that. But if Romeca was alive, he would have always chosen her over you. You would have got the late pull-in time on holidays.
Exactly.
After he pulled up with Romeca, he will come see you next. You couldn't deal with that. And then my next question would be, why have a baby with a man who already got a kid? If you want the man, if you want the little family.
Because it was more about one-upping Romeca than it was about getting Carlos. She had got so fixated on Romeca due to Carlos feeding her a bunch of bull crap about her. So she was more focused on her.
Look, like, this man is gonna, if the man is talking crap about this woman, he's still in love with her. Like I said, Holly not 17, 18 years old. You've been with niggas who rejected you before. So, I mean, come on. You've been with a lot of street dudes. You didn't off none of their girlfriends, but you had a baby with this man. So, you know, like, I'm going to play second fiddle. This man is telling me he don't want to do it. That's why you see on some of Romeca's TikTok videos, she said he hate me. And it's all pictures of her and Carlos. Like, really? Like, you even mimic this girl maternity shoot and baby shower dress. Like, how single white female can you get?
Down to the dang on baby car seat. Like, yeah,
like, come on.
Girl.
Come on. Carlton? It's Carlton. That's Jiga said, shout out to Jiga, baby Carlton.
Man, listen. She is sick. I don't know, man.
This is really sad because she should have been able to go pick her kid up and go home and planned for her son's birthday party and her mother's birthday.
That's right. Everything fell
Like,
right after that. Now I want to go.
Hate when they're lying. That's what bothers me. They're lying.
I know, but it's so crystal clear, because the thing about a liar, they gonna always lie, and they gonna get caught in them lies because they don't remember those lies. But I wanted to go back to the school video and him being seen. Do you know what time that was?
No, but it was when Romeca was there.
So
she saw him pull in. That it stated that she saw him pull in. Let me read back to it. It says, I've seen the second video from the school's camera view. It shows mom driving off and then BD's car pulling into the school. Then she pulled back inside the parking lot. And the lady went on to say what she would have did if she was blah, 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 blah. But basically, she was pulling out, Carlos was pulling in, and then Romeca pulled back in.
So I wonder.
So that means it's pretty. Why would you just wanted to get her over there? Like, did you know Harvey was over there waiting? Or this is what y'all do every Monday? This is what you do because you was up there 2 weeks ago beating on her.
Right. That's the thing. That's the part.
Do you do this every day? You do this every week, every Monday?
That's the part that makes me think. I mean, makes me wonder why he not locked up if all of that happened and he was at the school. Golly, he informing them that much that they can't get this man for this.
Yeah, because he swear he's untouchable, and it was also pointed out that it was a cop on the scene that was not supposed to be working. That was like, I guess, let go or something that was on the scene. Because why you usually when I see stuff happen, people are pushing you back. This nigga was acting like he was the cop, pushing people back and then touching people. Are you crazy?
Even once they got there, they didn't tell him to get back. Like, he should have been away from her. Like, he was a danger to her.
Exactly.
And they let him stand over her and even pull out a camera and record her. Why she laying right there?
Oh yes, I saw that on your video. Yeah.
Yes, literally.
I saw him recording her.
He's recording her. What else was he doing? And then KG Summer Mommy seen the picture and said they have been talking about it on the other side.
It's so disgusting. Like, and then y'all reposting videos of her body on, like, why are you filming your child's mother on the floor?
I mean, because
then
that's
you see
what
a video of her moving towards him, and he don't even help her.
I remember hearing that it's like she was crawling towards her. I heard the cousin say that. I heard the Spanish Mexican lady say that, and yeah, that's sad, man. And they just sitting there watching.
They showed the video, but now they block it out because the family doesn't want her seen like that. And also, he gave the wrong address, and I don't think he's on the phone with a cop.
He did.
Mind you, I'm getting all this stuff. I don't want to mention other people's names. He said can't mention other cop CCs, but I'm getting this from that.
You can send it to my phone, right? But I got the video of him saying 21st and State. I hear him screaming in the background. I got all that what he was saying. I couldn't tell if it was him or his brother, because I believe his brother and Wu was on the scene. I could hear both of their voices, allegedly.
No, that was called because you could see him bending over. 21 State Street, and then it was like, who you on the phone with? Because why the lawyer didn't bring up that the baby father called I guess because it's not him that's being charged with murder, so they didn't bring up that he called. So I don't know, but it was said that he didn't make no 911 call.
So he was perpetrating like he was talking to 911 and he wasn't?
Basically, I mean, what can you do? You in the street. And then, let me see the other one that was said. It was another post that said, they pulled in front of me and my BD, and she was laying on the ground. Multiple people were recording, and he was just standing on the sidewalk.
Wow. I wonder if
in one of the videos that they cut, you could see, it's not funny, but it's scary because this bitch is really crazy. She was standing on the passenger side looking at him, like, dagger eyes, like, if you touch her, if you try to help her. Like, could you imagine what was going through her mind when she see him standing next to her? And then I think she still had the gun on her hand. That's when you hear the girls talking, like, she put the gun down now. Because she was standing there looking psycho.
Yeah, she was just staring at Romeca too, is what I seen. And then when they was arresting her, which I got on the screen right now, he's staring her down. They just staring at each other, like they was trying to talk with their eyes or something.
Yeah, and I think I keep calling it a man because we got a man with, but I think it's a woman. I think she's bogus because she said she pulled off. So if you pulled off, how you know that he didn't have her in the headlock? How do you not know? How do you know that if you pulled off? when you pulled off, a lot of things happened at that time because you said when you came back around that Romeca was on the floor.
Exactly, but she also said that the gun, she seen the weapon. Once the weapon was able to be seen, that's when all the firing happened. So she should have heard the gunfire. She didn't say nothing about that or how many shots she heard.
Exactly, because if you went around the corner, like, even if you went up the street, you're gonna hear a gunshot. It's not a silencer.
Exactly. That's something that she didn't say, which make everything seem like a lie, because you, even if you didn't see it, you gonna hear the gunfire and you gonna say how many shots you heard. And I don't think I heard that from this witness.
Yeah. And for the record, they didn't fist bump that, whatever you want to call it. They touched hands. Carlos was acting like he was save a hoe, saying, "Oh, it was self-defense, it was self-defense." And then he said it was self-defense, right? And they hit hands. Fist bump that, whatever you want to call it. I saw it. They don't play it. You can't find it now.
But you seen it. You seen it with your own eyes.
Yes, I saw it. He said it was self-defense, right? And they hit hands.
Wow.
So everybody's saying that didn't happen. Yes, it did.
That's crazy. I wish I would have recorded it.
Yeah, that's because when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh my God, why are they showing this woman bleeding out?" And then everybody kept reposting. I'm like, "Oh my God, this is crazy!" Like, and then he's there, and I'm like, "Okay, who is this person?" Like, then you contaminating the scene, you touching blood and touching someone else. Like, what are we doing here?
It just really shocked me because I'm like, he is not even showing no type of emotion. He's not mad at the person that just did this. I'm like, the betrayal that he did towards Romeca.
Holly never said nothing about self-defense. She said, "I got a CCL and no order protection."
Exactly.
That's okay. Carlos said self-defense because he's a felon and he's a criminal, so he knows the law.
Exactly. Well, like, hold on. You get the first line you were supposed to say was this. It's self-defense, right? Or whatever he said. Now,
exactly.
What she...
Like, it was self-defense, damn. She's like, "Y'all go on." You argue with a witness because they saying no, it's not. Like, you shot somebody. Are you stupid? Then you shot her in the face, so we know you evil.
Girl, it was crazy. Crazy.
It's like,
now, do you remember what time? Do you remember what time they said Romeca left the school? I want to say they said 9:02 or 9 something. Right, just right after.
The person who wrote this, they didn't specify time. They said they seen the second video from the school's camera view.
So that was a worker that said that.
Mom driving off, and then BD's car pulling into the school.
Man, that should be enough to lock his
inside the parking lot. When she seen whatever, she said what she said.
That must have been the security at the school saying that. The only security got access to the cameras.
Well, I don't know, but the whole point is, okay, why was he there?
Yeah, why was he there?
You didn't jump off the kid. You've been ignoring her phone calls all morning.
And you ain't talked to her in 2 months, according to him. So why are you at the school? He hadn't helped her with the son or anything. You know, because he was trying to make her need him.
You're trying to make your case. Exactly. You're sitting here trying to make your case like, "Oh, Romeca can't speak." But she told us that you're a liar and that you're a fake rat boy. And she said she's going to start eating you up. And you knew that means all your shit was going to come out.
Yes, I did see that post.
You're going to go on her job and tell on her like you're 11, like you're 5 years old. You're going to go tell her boss on her because she did something. What the hell is that? You're going to make me lose my job? I'm the only one that feed our kids.
Exactly. That's when I knew that he did not care. He wanted her to need him. So if she don't have a job, maybe she'll come back.
No, but he also said on one of these other people's TikTok, whatever, "Oh, I'm the one that put down $8,000 for her car. I was tired of paying for Uber." So what? That's the least you could. What are we talking about here? A woman is dead.
Yep, I heard him say that too.
And you talking about something? You put $8,000 down for her car and.
Allegedly, I don't believe nothing. I don't know.
Allegedly.
I don't know if he did that or not. Yeah, I don't know. Exactly.
No, he said this out his mouth. He said that out his mouth on the video. I mean,
I got it.
He said, I heard him say that.
I got it. Where he said he put the money down on the
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I recorded too.
Yep, I sure do got it. I played it. I don't think I have it to play today because I'm just going over this. But did you want to say anything else? I'm gonna get back to this video.
Oh no, that's it.
Well, thank you for
having me.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
No problem. Bye, everyone.
All right, peace out.
Bye.
Shout out to Nisha. Yes, thank you so much for calling in. Anybody else want to call in? But I'm gonna go ahead and get back to this. Let me see. Oh, on TikTok they are claiming it happened. It was just then the wrong way. The malarkey. I really would like to see the famous fist bump. Never seen it before, but I heard about it. Yes. That's crazy. I don't know why they would take that out. Like, I mean, that don't make sense to me. Like, why are they protecting him? He ain't in jail. That's where he should be, and all the evidence should be out. Nightbot, yes. My Joy. Shout out to My Joy. And shout out again to Nisha. Yes, shout out to her. T Talk, welcome in. Wait, is this T Talk? I think is this T Talk from that be from I don't know what group to put y'all in, but was on a panel with Ebony. I'm not sure. Before this happened to Romeca on August 20th, he went to her job, jumping on her, two co-workers and manager. They helped Romeca fight him. That is crazy. Thank you, Tay. Yes, that, and then the week before going up to the school had her running in the street or whatever away from him or something that her mom had said on the news in the very beginning. Allegedly, the state pulled the video of the fist bump because it's going to be used for evidence. Well, heck, they should have him in custody. You know what I'm saying? He the one fist bumping. Like, I don't know, man. Hopefully all the truth comes out, though. But it was a lot of people out here that day. Why they talking about? I mean, did they not know that 9 o'clock on what day was it? A weekday, a school day, where people going to work and traveling back and forth to work and school and on the buses and all this. Y'all thought that it was a great time to do this to her. Look at all these people. This just a few people that's standing out there, not to mention the ones that's in windows of the buildings, in the doorways, porches. Like, everybody spilled out after this happened. This came up on the Citizens app to alert people that didn't know what was going on. If you got that app downloaded, it notifies you when stuff happened near you.
I'm glad I left. I don't ever want to see somebody's life ending. Even though I've seen her out there, that's still in my head. I think about that woman every single day, all of them. I wish it was another way. And the witness says, one thing that Holly did say out there was, you keep fucking with everybody about this. You keep fucking with everybody.
Now, this is the part that I came for, that part. And literally, I had not heard that anywhere. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the witness that said that on the scene. So the people that's coming in, because I don't know if y'all was here in the beginning. But yeah, this was said on the scene, y'all. Let me go to that video. Wait, let me put something else up. Well, yeah, that'll be fine. We'll just use that right quick. Now let's use this. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to the scene of the crime.
Baby, get that bitch.
What did she get shot at?
I don't know where she got shot. We was across the street when this went off.
Right here.
We was just across the street. I just got up.
That girl got the green on, don't she? She got on like
yeah. Mm-hmm. She had the pistol in her hand.
But this one got out this part right here. Cause the girl that
this her nigga right here.
Yeah, but I think he's not gonna both of them because the one in.
I hope he's not here, man. Oh, good, just She did a girl test.
But she did. She's running up on her. So
yeah, she did.
But if a motherfucker got a gun,
Right, the motherfucker.
Now, again, she didn't say who was running up on who. She didn't. So I don't know who was running up on who. It could have been Holly running up on Romeca.
Right. And if his girl did, you bogus as hell, bro. He bogus. If she did, he bogus. Cause you know you out here, but you out here though. This the type of shit you bring though. When you fucking with two bitches, you can't do that type of shit. When you know you got a woman that's crazy, you can't do that.
yeah, so look.
You can't do that. And then you out here. This girl right here in the lime green right here, she had the gun. She the one that shot the girl. Look, they for the arrest her ass. She need to go to jail. Cause you should know it ain't that serious though over no nigga for you to pull out a gun and shoot somebody, bro.
She said that. She said you steady fucking with people over yeah.
Okay, y'all heard her say that part. And this could be the witness that's talking. I mean, but she seemed to also know a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Well, he could be he messing with both of them or whatever. This could be the witness that called. I mean, or it couldn't, but that's the only person I heard say that. And she also said that the gun was on the top of the car at first, but you don't hear it in this one. I got different clips that you can hear different things, but I didn't put that other clip in it where you could hear her say the gun was on the top of the car at first. So I think this is the witness we listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said you steady fucking with people yeah.
Yeah. Taking my ass to jail. She the one that got old girl, man. Damn, that's fucked up. This shit is fucked up. They taking my ass to jail. She was this girl like a motherfucker.
Yes. So I don't just pull stuff out the sky. That is literally why I wanted to go over this video again. Because I'm like, wait a minute. Everybody think that this person is, not worth listening to. Whether it's a lie or the truth, it was said on both the crime scene, and then somebody called in and said this to Naja Hall. People could be lying because there's a lot of lying that's going on in this case.
All you do is lie. All you do is lie. You a pathetic ass liar. All you do is lie. I have a license to carry. You shoot somebody, nigga. I have a license to carry.
All she knows is she licensed to carry and she got a restraining order. She forgot about the pulling of the hair. She forgot about all the lies that they want us to believe now. Romeca didn't touch her, okay? And Romeca couldn't move either to save herself because Carlos was holding her. That's what I'm getting. That's what we believe. But okay, let me go back to this witness, alleged witness. Let me play this one right quick. I don't think this has the part that I'm looking for, but I'm going to just play it because I got it here. And it's something that was said on the crime scene. So.
She's the one inside. She's the one inside. But she's trying to.
So you hear, first of all, you see her arguing with the people, but then you heard the one female say that the gun is in the car. So by this time, she already then walked over and put her weapon back in the car.
When you started voting, I was there. Oh, I just said this. I don't know, listen. They were fucking going on the street. It doesn't matter.
Now, this cop right here looked like Officer Herrera, the one that was mean to Romeca, but I could be wrong. But he just ran over there. He just kind of looked like that guy to me. He looked like that cop. Maybe it's him, maybe it's not him. But I didn't see Officer Herrera's name on the report.
It doesn't matter. You said somebody, Nick. What the fuck wrong with you? Calm down. Calm back down.
Yeah, he out there acting like it's all about him. He out of his damn mind, thinking he can tell somebody something. All these people on the scene, I just want to, before the internet folks even got started, you had all these people on the scene that didn't agree with a damn thing that they was doing, but now you hear Carlos blaming the internet for everything. Oh, if it wasn't for the internet, I'd be able to see my kid. Oh, if it wasn't for the internet, I'd be with my extended family and all this. The internet. No, the people on the scene ain't on y'all side. Okay? The ones with sense that didn't come with you.
She put the gun in the car.
I mean, everybody is lost out there. I mean, literally, she just turned around. Okay, she caught what she was saying and took heed to it. But god dang, like nobody thought to protect the person on the ground and find out who was the enemy amongst her. Like you got the leader of the enemies over her the whole damn time. He was even able to walk away and come back and position itself to take a damn picture of her. Now, I definitely got to play that while we talking about this part of it, because all of this stuff happened on the scene, and it is unheard of. Like, what?
She saw her? Let's go right here. She saw her. She saw her. She put the gun in the car. She put the gun in the car. She put her in the car. Arrest her. I will say more. She's the one who shot her. She's the one who shot her. She's order, but she shot her. Oh my God. You're taking the car. How you feel? You went softer. Get up. You scared as hell, right? Scared as hell. Get out of here, baby. You were trying to stop her in the car. You're crazy as hell, bro. Yeah, wait, no, head on. When you started voting, I was there. Oh, I was there. I don't know, listen. They were fucking going on the street. I have license to carry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bitch. You said somebody, Nick. What the fuck wrong with you? Calm down. Come on, calm down. She put the gun in the car.
Y'all see how he just balled up his fist with the blood all dripping off his hand and all that? Look at him. Look at his hands. Like, they didn't think to say, who are you to this woman? And get away from the scene. We got it from here. Like, we need you to move. Nobody thought that. Nobody. Look at it. Look at his hands.
She put the gun in the car.
The hell was that? Was it dripping off your fingertips there?
She put the gun. She put the gun in the car.
Yeah, you got blood on your hands and you deserve to have some bracelets on your damn wrists. What the hell are we doing here, sir?
The gun, she saw her. Let's go right here. She saw her.
They didn't think to try to find out who the suspect was that did this. They were just standing around.
She saw her. She put the gun in the car. She put the gun in the car. She put it in the car. Arrest her.
Yep. Just sickening, man. Just sick. Let me see. As life-saving measures are being performed on Romeca Meeks, Carlisle Sway positions himself to record her. He puts a phone in his pocket and then sneakily records. Hold on. This thing moving too fast. You know, make it make sense. So this is the As life-saving measures are being performed on Romeca Meeks. Okay, so we already see the phone in his hand. Okay, we see where he's going to be going. As life-saving measures are being performed on Romeca Meeks, Carlisle Sway positions himself to record her. He puts a phone in his pocket and then sneakily records. Yeah, he really tried to be slick, didn't he? Now, why did it do that? So annoying. That was a real super short clip, but y'all see what happened there. So I just wanted to make sure I played that. That's what he did. So, I mean, he's standing over her. He got all that stuff all over him. He was able to go home and change his clothes before then he heads to the school to try to get the son out the school. Then the baby gets to go with him according to the paperwork. The mother came over to the house. That I'm sure she was there to get the kid, I'm assuming. That's what the paperwork said, that he was able to get the son. And then she said she went over there. He was crying when she got there and all this for what? I don't know, acting, I guess. But we didn't see no tears on the scene. I would think that if you was going to be emotional, you would have been emotional right there. As life-saving measures are being performed on Romeca Meeks, he can't lie his way out of this at all. And this is stuff that killers do. You know, they like to keep trophies and stuff. They like to be able to look back at this. They like to collect underwear and photographs and of people that they done took out. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no damn different. You're out there on the crime scene. You want to remember this. You want to remember this. Clearly. He wants to remember this, y'all. That's the only reason why you would record something like this. He was really trying to be slick out there too, because he's looking at the phone, then whatever other phone he got, puts it in his pocket, and then he goes over there and stand over her and act like he's touching her in some kind of way. See, actively acting like he's helping, but he's actually recording. And so this is sick. This is sick. This happened. So why wouldn't they say, dude, why are you over here? Like, what? We don't need your help. You know what I'm saying? You sitting up here fighting the dang on witnesses and trying to act like you helping the victim. No. I mean, somebody should have been paying attention out there on the crime scene, don't you think? Now, I'm bouncing around a little bit, but I'm about to go to the cleanup man. Now, this is the one that's featuring Meeks Squad. It got Ebony, Real Talk, and Tion is up there, and I think it's somebody else. I can't remember. But let's listen.
Relationship?
That's impossible.
I don't know if they're together or not. Last I checked, they wasn't together.
Well, the last video I was shown there is. So let me ask you the question: the video of her, because she got the same hairstyle,
Well,
she
got-
was
you don't
licking
got her.
all up and down on the side of his face. So they not together. She just lick anybody's face.
I mean, that's our baby daddy at the end of the day. And you could not. Carlos and Romeca wasn't together since what, 3 years? They hadn't been together in 3 years. Officially in a relationship.
Man, this is just, I'm going to just say this, because the whole being in a relationship or not being in a relationship thing is just crazy. Because they'll have you thinking, oh, we was in a relationship, we've been together for this long, and we only fall out sometime. We got this off and on. I'm mad at you. Then we come back together. You know good and well y'all been in a relationship the whole damn time. It never stopped. That never changed for Romeca until it did. Just like he said, I mean, just like Holly said they was in a relationship for 2 years and he said 6 months. Find out if you really what they think. Cause I mean, but this dude is just a lying manipulator. Like, I just don't like it at all. Find out your status with these people, because they be making up stuff and trying to make you look crazy and all kind of stuff. But we know good and well that he was with Romeca. Period. Now, in his mind, he told himself he ain't in a relationship no more. Oh, I'm single. We going back and forth. She just my baby mama. You know, she just somebody I like to do family shit with. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. Either you in or you out. But you definitely got to require it. But this dude is just a freaking liar. And he didn't deserve her anyway. Let me see what y'all saying before I start playing this video. I got 88 comments right now. Let me see. I'm gonna catch a couple of them at the bottom. So Tabany said Gretchen CPS got had the baby and Amir. Wait. CPS had the baby and Amir, vice principal, had called Miss Tina to come to the school and get your grandbaby. Something bad happened to Romeca. Now, I didn't hear all of that, but I do remember it being said, because I remember Jolly saying that they was trying to give Holly's baby to Romeca's mom. And then I heard Jolly say that he got knocked out as soon as he walked out the school. But in this police report, it says that they gave Carlos the baby. And Holly's mother said that she went to his house too, and he was crying. But she didn't say, and I went to his house to get the baby, but they did say that the baby went with him. I don't know what's true, like, because that police report also had some other typos in it. So once I see something wrong, it's hard to believe everything, but that is what I seen. So this explains why the pictures of Romeca keeps ending up online. Yep, exactly. Him taking pictures of her, trying to make, but this is just sick to take pictures of her in that state. Why would you want to remember her like that? Why would you want that in your phone? Unless it was some type of trophy. You know how they unalive a deer and cut the head up, put it on the wall. That kind of trophy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. It's sick. It's a sickness. There's no way he should have wanted that in his phone. No way he should have wanted to remember his beautiful child's mother that way. He probably got the baby when he was going home to change his clothes. Exactly. I really don't know, because I was shocked when I seen that part, because I know that I had heard that they was trying to get a baby to her mother and stuff. This is one of the first times I've seen police officers botch a crime scene. Man, Dwayne, like, boy, did they botch the crime scene horribly. Miss V went back to school Miss V went back to school trying to get Amir dismissed early from school, but he went to the hospital and gave folks Romeca Meeks. Okay, yes. So I had heard that the mother had a hard time finding Romeca when she went to the hospital, because they had her under Romeca Meeks instead of Romeca Blackmon. I do remember hearing that. I think in one of my videos, I misspoke and said that she was a Jane Doe, but she was under Romeca Meeks and not Romeca Blackmon. That's why I don't see how those who support him and her even disputing these videos and ignoring all the evidence right here. Exactly, Ashley. I mean, that's what I be trying to make it make sense. Like, I've heard this, where did this come from, and all of that stuff, trying to put things together, but never trying to botch no case and just botch a case and just saying anything out my mouth just for clicks and views, just because it's entertaining. Rhonda said, shout out to Rhonda, this was one of the worst crime scenes I ever seen in my whole life. The CPD need to be held accountable just for allowing him to walk around that whole scene when he was a CP. I don't know what CP mean, but he definitely was should have been over there with the suspect getting bracelets put on. That's what should have been happening with him. But instead, he was allowed to go home and change his clothes. Didn't give him the baby. They called Tina and they took Amir. They wanted her to take Holly. I know, but I read in this police report that the baby went with him. I read in this report. I don't have it the part right now. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow and zone in on that, but I was like, wait, what? And you can see him putting the body fluids on the back of... Wait, what? You can see him doing that? So he was contaminating the car purposely? It's the witness not knowing about Carlisle's previous kidnapping attempt to say while on the scene it looked like he was trying to kidnap her. did it for me. Wait, the caller said that? What? Hold on, let me play this right quick, y'all. Hold on, let's see what we gonna hear here. This is, I don't know, this was months ago, but this is some of the main people. These are the day ones of the Romeca case. Some of them.
I don't know if they're together or not. Last I checked, they wasn't together.
Well, the last video I was shown there is, so let me ask you the question. The video of her, because she got the same hairstyle, well, she was licking all up and down on the side of his face. So they not together? She just licked anybody's face?
I mean, that's her baby daddy at the end of the day. You could not. Carlos and Romeca wasn't together since what, 3 years? They hadn't been together in 3 years. Officially in a relationship.
That's impossible because they were just together Christmas 2024.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were, and that's the stuff that Carlos likes to do. He likes to do the family stuff. In fact, the matching outfits, that was his idea. He likes doing that family shit for real. You also gotta think about, okay, with that video, that I Would Never video was made in January. Now I can't give my opinion on that, but I can't get no opinion on that because that's that man. But in my opinion, what I would have did if it was me, I would have knocked her out. This was during that conversation when she was stabbing him with the scissors. Yeah, I would have knocked out. I would have did the same thing. Like, yeah, you stabbed me in my hand. You done sliced my fucking ankle. Well, I'm about to haul off and damn.
Man, they don't have no problem talking about how they abuse women and all that, but he's talking about that body cam footage where Romeca allegedly barged into his house and jabbed him or whatever. But we know that he lying. He told her she could come over there and get her stuff, and then tried to stop her from coming inside, I guess. I don't know how they got to that. I really don't. I just know that the police was called and he was saying that she jabbed him in the leg. And in that video, the body cam footage, I was like, if she jabbed him in his leg, why is his hand wrapped up? Why is his right hand wrapped up? And we hearing him talking about he got hit in the hand and something else, the ankle or something. So anyway, it's a lot of half truths being told, but let me just let this play. Oh, I stopped it because I was wondering when was the I Would Never video created. And we just heard him say that it was in January. We also heard him say that they was together, Romeca and Los was together December of what, 2024? I mean, they was together doing family pics and all of that stuff. Holly was Saudi. So January of 2025 is when she did the I Would Never video, right? And then December is also when she went and got the TPO. So she was pregnant and she was mad. Okay? She was pregnant and mad because she was at home while Carlos was doing family shit that he liked to do. Like, just so unrealistic. Really.
Doing that family shit for real. You also the matching outfits, that was his idea.
His idea.
Possible because they were just together Christmas 2024.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were, and that's the stuff that Carlos likes to do. He likes to do the family stuff. In fact, the matching outfits, that was his idea.
So I also want to point out that what this also confirms what I said, because I'm like, well, if Holly did not know Romeca's address when she first went to court because he was still good with Romeca. I literally said that. I'm like, he was still good with her, so he wasn't giving her information. Holly was mad as hell because they was doing family shit and she was knocked up, and she thought for sure that Romeca would have been done after she found out that she was pregnant back in September, right? Romeca found out in September when they was at the Suns thing at the hotel. But they continued. Now, I believe that she was mad at Los for a period of time because those pictures from that trip didn't go up on her page and stuff right away. And I believe that they had a little riff after that, but they still was doing stuff together. And Holly just knew that she should have been done. That's why I believe in December, Holly was possibly doing that on her own. And then she brought Los into the knowing of the TPO and all of that stuff. And then once Romeca was done with him, then Los got on board with the shit too. That's what I believe. And I do believe that they should be held accountable. Like, they didn't do their job out there that day. Like, really. So anyway, I'm going to let this play. The truth always come out, don't it?
He likes doing that family shit for real. You also gotta think about, okay, with that video that I would never video was made in January. Yeah, I can't give my opinion on that, but I can't get no opinion on that because that's that man. But in my opinion, what I would have did if it was me, I would have knocked her out. This was during that conversation when she was stabbing him with the scissors. Yeah, I would have knocked her out. I would have did the same thing. Like, yeah, you stabbed me in my hand. You done sliced my fucking ankle. Well, I'm about to haul off and wham. 2 serious relationships since I've known him. First relationship was BB, and the second relationship was with Romeca. Those are the only 2 serious relationships he's ever had.
And you know, another thing I noticed with this, remember there was a Romeca whose name was logged into Los's TV, like, right? And he, of course, I said back then, I'm like, he wanted her to see that. But the reason why I'm saying that is because he's talking about he only been in 2 relationships. Romeca was one and somebody named BB. But I'm noticing that he likes to deal with women with the same name also. Like I said, Romeca, some other Romeca was logged into his TV that Romeca Meeks knew. Then I heard his cousin say that the female that he was claiming these 3 kids by, that ended up not being his kids, her name was Mika. So he kept that Mika thing going with that chick with the 3 kids, I guess. Mika, Romeca, then you talking to another Romeca, and ain't no telling how many other Mikas this dude is dealing with. Like, what? That's crazy.
Because men lie. I mean, maybe he was trying to spare her feelings.
Did you know about the baby on the way or no?
I ain't know about it until the baby shower.
So he knew. He didn't want to tell nobody. Yeah, he wanted to keep it a secret.
It was probably just what he wanted to keep to himself. And as men, we're allowed to keep shit to ourselves.
As men, y'all are liars. So he did not find out about the baby until the day of the baby shower. And I just thought that was so weird. Like, so he really jumped in there at the end. You know what I'm saying? He like, okay, man, what? You didn't even tell your best buddies you had a baby on the way. You know what? And February is when Los admits that Romeca would not talk to him no more after that. So February is when it was over. It was over. And he literally said that, yeah, she died. I had my baby in February, so she ain't talked to me in February. Like, and then he even said something that she said, you know, like, yeah, February. That's why September was horrible, because he had been without her all these months, trying to get her back, trying to figure out how he could get back in her presence and her good graces. And he couldn't.
At his house.
So is it true that she called his phone 18 times?
No, not that I know of. I would have been in his phone.
He said that
she wasn't with us. You asked, was she with us at the club? I said no. She was at his house.
So, David, how we know that she called 18 times and we not even his buddy, but you don't know how many times she called?
Because I'm not in that man's phone. Like,
so that was Ebony talking. Shout out to her and everybody that's on the panel. So I do want y'all to know that I cut some things out of the video. Like, I'm focusing more on what he's saying than what they're asking. So some of the things is cut out that they might have said, but he's still answering. We could still make out what he's saying.
And you said, Carlos, your boy, you said you best friends with his brother, though. Is that
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his brother, my best friend.
So why you always hanging with Carlos and not his brother?
Me and his brother hang all the time.
Okay. Was he at the club with y'all that night?
Nah.
Is that club up north?
You talking about Bevy?
Yeah.
Nah, it's downtown on Ohio. Or not Ohio, Ontario.
What's Boys Town?
It's right down. Boys Town is up north. I want to say by Sheridan, Addison, Sheridan, up that way.
Okay.
That's the gay part of town, Boys Town.
And that's where y'all was at?
No, he said down.
Ma'am, please.
Hey, he know a lot about Boys Town. Now, Gretchen said, why was the other woman's name on the TV? Because you know how, like, you can log your account into somebody's TV to where you can pull up all of your stuff, all of your videos and all that. So she logged into his TV, you know, and Romeca seen it. And I think she had words with the female, too, about it. Yeah, I remember her talking about it. She's like, yeah, I remember Romeca saying, so jealous and envious that she pow Romeca in her face. This is diabolical. Exactly, Fatisha. Exactly. But these people, manipulators, players, hustlers.
No, I didn't know what that said. I'm just...
Boys Town. Say by Sheridan, Addison, Sheridan, up that way. Nah.
Is that club up north?
You talking about Bevy?
Yeah.
Nah, it's downtown on Ohio.
So they was at a club called, I don't know what he's saying, Baby, on Ohio. How do you say it? Y'all that's from there. I can't make out what he's really saying. But he's mentioning where they were and talking about Boys Town.
Is that
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his brother, my best friend.
So why you always hanging with Carlos and not his brother?
Me and his brother hang all the time.
Okay. Was he at the club with y'all that night?
Nah.
Is that club up north?
You talking about Bevy?
Yeah.
What he saying? Debbie's? What is he saying? What club was they at that night, y'all? Or can y'all make out what he's saying? If y'all from there, y'all would know what he's saying. I don't.
Nah.
Is that club up north?
You talking about Bevy?
Yeah.
Nah, it's downtown on Ohio. Or not Ohio, Ontario.
So downtown on Ontario.
What's Boys Town?
It's right down. Boys Town is up north. I want to say by Sheridan, Addison, Sheridan, up that way.
Now it sounds like he's about to say it's right down the street at first.
Okay.
That's the gay part of town.
So Boys Town ain't too far from where they was at.
Boys Town.
And that's where y'all was at?
No, he said down.
Ma'am, please.
No, I didn't know what that said. I'm just asking.
Go to our funeral.
Nah, we was downtown moving the apartment out there.
And that was more important?
They couldn't wait.
You said they couldn't wait?
Yeah. Come on. How long have you known Romeca, David?
Exactly.
Since 2013 or 14.
And you moved, and that couldn't be put off just to go, pay your
30 minutes, an hour.
Mm-hmm. I've been to her gravesite. I paid my respect. She's 2 blocks away from my house.
Mm.
So I've been to her. I've been to her gravestone. I said a prayer.
Isn't she
she's in a wall.
A mausoleum, right? Isn't that what y'all call it?
No, a mausoleum is indoors. She's in a wall on the outside.
Outdoors. It's outdoors? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but she basically in the wall.
Okay, so did Carlos go?
We call it what Ebony call it.
Mausoleum. Did Carlos go?
I don't know if he went yet. He just said he's going to do something in his own time.
So that lets you know he didn't go. Carlos didn't go to her funeral. He said no. They moved him out the apartment that day, or moved out the apartment that day. So I'm assuming Carlos moved from where he was living at, according to what Dave just said. But Ebony did ask, those were some good questions that she asked for sure. So he didn't go to the funeral. Did he go pay his respects to her? Like, have you even showed up? And very interesting, man. Very interesting. But shout out to these ladies.
Ontario.
What's Boys Town?
It's right down. Boys Town is up north. I want to say by Sheridan, Addison, Sheridan, up that way.
Okay.
That's the gay part of town, Boys Town.
And that's where y'all was at?
No, he said that.
Ma'am, please.
No, I didn't know what y'all said. I'm just asking.
Go to our funeral.
Nah, we was downtown moving the apartment out there.
So they was downtown moving an apartment out that day. I don't know what he's talking about, because that ain't downtown where Lowe's live at, right? So I don't know what apartment they was moving out that day, that Romeca funeral was, that they didn't go to. Don't y'all think that is strange in itself? Like, why would you not go? Why would Dave not go? You know what I'm saying? Even though, yeah, it probably wouldn't have been good for him, though. Yeah, shout out to North Carolina. Justice for Meeks. Only weirdos, 71 Suburban said. Because I heard that the brother was Carlisle's best friend, but now it is this cartoon man. You heard that the brother was Carlisle's best friend? Well, I had heard that Los's brother and Dave is best friends. But all of a sudden, Dave has become like Carlos' best friend, seems like it. But because I heard that the brother was Carlisle's best friend, but now this cartoon man, she was so worried about Romeca, but the man is non-monogamous. Exactly. Like, I mean, why are you so worried about her? You're supposed to be in a relationship with this man for 2 years. You can't control what that woman do. I'm from here and I ain't ever heard of it, but you gotta be sassy to know the GPS. Real men don't be in that area. Oh, okay. Well, Boys Town don't sound like it's far away. Yeah, I can't make out what this man is saying at all. So Amir called 911. He had choked Romeca out, and he knocks out Amir. Wait, and he knocks out, Ramir said, over her mom passed away. Can you send someone to help her? Oh, I'm not sure what you're saying there, but I do remember hearing that the son had called 911 before when they was into it. But yeah, Ebony did definitely ask some good questions. Shout out to Jacqueline. Hey, MTTV mods and chat. Didn't Romeca tell the police that he came over to her house and put his hands on her? When she went to get her stuff, there was more DV to attack him. Yeah, she did. She said that he had came over to her house that morning and he had to get moved around. He had came over there acting crazy and her people had to move him around or something to that effect. And then they asked her about a TPO or something that she had on him. And once she said she had a TPO on him and she was over there at his house, that's why they arrested her, because you're not supposed to be around a person that you have a TPO on. And that's what I gathered from that. But they still should have took him too, because he put his hands on her and all that. But he set her up by telling her to come over there and get her stuff, knowing what he was going to do. And that's why he a dirty dog. Another reason why he starts this stuff and then get her in trouble. Like, this is just typical of a narcissist. It really is.
Nah, we was downtown moving the apartment out there.
And that was more important?
They couldn't wait.
You said they couldn't wait?
What apartment was he moving out downtown that day? That's not a downtown. No, that ain't downtown. I mean, I've been downtown Chicago, and it don't look like that. I don't even know if it's near downtown where Los lived or lives. So I'm not sure about that. Los was paying people to find out where. Yes, now I heard about that too. Los was paying people to find out where Romeca lived and her phone number. He didn't know anything about Romeca, so his narcissistic ass was going crazy. Exactly. I definitely heard that. And that's crazy. That's crazy that you would be going through those lengths. Somebody that you want to get rid of, somebody that's bothering you, right? The Cutwaters is trying to pretend that he's Carlisle's brother's best friend. But now he's mighty close to Carlisle's. Exactly. Yes. Now this stuff was all in the beginning. Put on caps. Oh, BFF, please. Okay. Okay. I definitely always forget that. I got to try to remember. But now, let's see. Okay, let's play it out, and then I'm gonna put caps on.
Come on. How long have you known Romeca, David?
Exactly.
Since 2013 or 14.
And you moved, and that couldn't be put off just to go, pay your
30 minutes an hour.
Mm-hmm. I've been to her gravesite. I paid my respect. She's 2 blocks away from my house.
So he been to the gravesite, but you didn't go to the funeral. You didn't go to the services, and y'all was moving on that day. Really?
Mm.
So I've been to her. I've been to her gravestone.
And that's crazy. Like, how did he know her that many years? That he trying to act like he knew her like 12 years. Carlisle's wasn't with her that long.
Said a prayer. So she's in a wall.
A mausoleum, right? Isn't that what y'all call it?
No,
it's
a mausoleum is indoors. She's in a wall on the
outdoors. It's outdoors. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but she basically in the wall.
Okay, so did Carlos go?
We call it what Ebony called it.
Mausoleum. Did Carlos go?
I don't know if he went yet. He's just said he's going to do something in his own time.
Interesting. Yeah, well, we ain't trying to play this video. Hold on. So, okay, I'm going to pull back up the video that we were playing at first. As soon as I get this out of my ear, y'all. This thing is moving so slow. Oh, and I did set up a goal, y'all, to go back live tomorrow if we hit the goal. I forgot to even mention it. But if you can, please be a sponsor to this live stream today. Hold on. Carlos Day is near. Trust God. Okay. That BF means best friend or boyfriend. Okay, let me pull it back up. Wait, where is it at? No, we can't do this. Okay, let me put this back up. I'm going to go back to the witness. Shout out to Rhonda White for sending a $2 super sticker. Thank you, fam. I appreciate that. Starting off the sponsorship. Now let me go back, try to find the video. Why is this not coming up right? What's happening? Oh, here we go. So I don't know how we clicked up out of that, but so what are y'all thinking? Do y'all think that the witness that we are listening to was actually on the scene? Because that's why we are here, because I feel like it's her. Wait, hold on, y'all. Hold on. This thing tripping right now. Wait, let me do this right quick.
Wish I would have said something then, but that gun. They don't want their voice, their likeness, their license plate, and address out there. The witness says, hey, people are going to be really mad at me. The witness also said they didn't want their voice out there because they see what's happening online and the people that are getting demonized in this case. And they don't want to be attacked because what they're saying that they saw does not fit the narrative of who people want to portray the deceased to be. The witness just says, I wish a gun was never pulled. They could have just fought like they were doing, and they could have both been in bed with their babies. But nobody was really right there when it first started. And I didn't record it. I was just being nosy and looking. The witness goes on to say, if folks were there from before, then there would be video of the whole little thing before the shooting, but there's not one single video before the altercation, not one. So then I asked, from the time you saw them getting physical until you pulled back around, how long was it? The witness says it couldn't have been any more than about 2 minutes.
And my thing is, this witness could have been the only one to record everything that happened before. You was being nosy, but not nosy enough to record? That don't make sense.
The witness goes on to say, I had pulled over to talk to the police. Then I was going to keep going to the grocery store like I was on my way to do. Something told me to go back because I wanted to tell them what I saw. I wish I would have said something then, but that gun.
Now, we know from the statements that I have that there was a witness that they talked to, which it wasn't this person. It was a man that the police had went back through their body cam footage and was trying to locate a man that they had talked to that gave them some information, but they was unable to find him. They might have found him and then he just act like they had the wrong number or whatever. But I don't recall them saying nothing about a female witness or anything. So I'm questioning if this person really did talk to the police because I didn't see their statement. I'm going to go back through the statements and stuff and maybe come back tomorrow if we reach the goal to see what I could find comparing it to this now.
Witness voice cracks. It was so fast. Once I seen the gun, I left, honestly. I'm glad I left. I don't ever want to see somebody's life ending. Even though I seen her out there, that's still in my head. I think about that woman every single day, all of them. I wish it was another way. And the witness says, one thing that Holly did say out there was, you keep fucking with everybody about this. You keep fucking with everybody. She said that. And also, I've been seeing Carlos or somebody put up videos of Romeca being aggressive outside of Disney. And I said, yeah, I saw those. And the witness said, yeah. Is that what you saw that day, like in those videos? The witness says, I did. His body was in front of hers, and she was in her car door. Her car door was open, and she was standing up. I really couldn't hear what Carlos was saying because she was the one yapping. It's an interesting use of words. So I said, what was she saying to him? I really can't remember, but she was the one talking.
So she was doing all the yapping. Now, when I first played this video, yapping was one of the words that stuck out to me. And I was asking, was it something that they use commonly in Chicago? Because Dave was the only other person that I heard use the word yapping. And because we didn't have this person's voice, I'm like, that could have been Dave that called in. They using the same words or whatever. So when I first reported on this, I had mentioned Dave using that word. But hearing this crime scene footage and hearing what this person is saying, it's got to be the same person, allegedly.
I said, was she yelling or talking like you and I? More high-pitched, but not super loud with profanity. That's why I stopped my car initially. She was standing in her driver door, but he just couldn't pull where he couldn't.
Wait, what?
Was the one talking. I said, was she yelling or talking like you and I? More high-pitched, but not super loud with profanity. That's why I stopped my car initially. She was standing in her driver door, but he just couldn't pull where he couldn't just pull her in the car and make her sit down. She stood in it so he couldn't push her in the car. She said something, then turned to Holly. Then Holly said something. Then Romeca turned to the side, ran around Carlos, and started going toward Holly. She went at her. The other woman literally turned around, grabbed the gun off the top of her car outside, and I pulled off. She was still going at her. While he was breaking it up, Holly said, I'm tired of you fucking with everybody about this.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So they tried to make it just like they were trying to say, oh, she had the weapon on her. Like his cousin Wu has said that she had the weapon on her. She never went back to the car to get it or whatever, because they was trying to make that make sense. Oh, she didn't run away. She had it on her. So then you got somebody calling in talking about she had it sitting on the roof of the car. That means that you was prepared. You was willing and ready to fire. You was waiting for it before she even pulled up for real. You got it on the top of the car. Like, make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. Everybody need to be locked up.
That's all I could make out that was said. I really can't even remember anything else after that. I just thought it was a regular fight. So I asked, so when Romeca was standing in her car door and talking, was Carlos across from her? The witness says no. He was literally at her car door trying to get her back in the car. I said, and Holly? The witness says Holly wasn't nowhere from her car. She was standing in her car with the driver door open, with her back to the car. She didn't appear aggressive to me until the woman started coming at her. And just to add another point, I got some screenshots from another source, and they corroborate this version right here. And they say that Holly's baby was in the back seat of her car, and Romeca was going for one of the windows. So
get the hell out of here. But I do want to point out, you see him lifting weights. Now he on the screen right now, this is something that he posted after Romeca deceased, talking about he lifting 315 pounds dead. What do you say? Dead weight or whatever. Fitness motivation. Dead what? Dead lift. 315 pounds dead lift. Fitness. Now this stuff he hashtagging like what? Deadlift. Wow.
The baby was in the back seat and she's going for the window. And keep in mind the restraining order protects Holly and her baby,
which is why they included the baby. Now what other witness did y'all hear say that she was going for the baby? Now this is also, I think I heard Wu say this too, that she was going for the door and all this stuff, or one of them fools said it. You know, and so this just goes right along with the narrative that they've been trying to push. And I wouldn't have taken it seriously, except for I heard a witness say this on the crime scene. So that's why we circling back. I know a lot of people was just like, they just dismissed this totally. But we have heard the witness saying some of that stuff, right, Nisha? Like, get out of here. Her driver's side window was down. So you left it down all weekend or all night. Exactly. But how do she just automatically get in the driver's side of her car? Because she was already sitting in it. And this witness ain't helping at all. Making our point.
Until the woman started coming at her. And just to add another point, I got some screenshots from.
And this is my thing.
And Holly?
Like, Holly, why are you standing in your doorway just chilling when you could be in your car leaving, Miss Scary?
It was a regular fight. So I asked, so when Romeca was standing in her car door and talking, was Carlos across from her? The witness says no. He was literally at her car door trying to get her back in the car. I said, and Holly? The witness says, Holly wasn't nowhere from her car. She was standing in her car with the driver door open, with her back to the car.
So they both at their car door. Why is he messing with Romeca? Why you ain't over there with Holly? Seriously, I mean, just listen at what this person is saying and what we do know and what I already said. You can control who you with. You can't control Romeca. This dude done told so many stories about, oh, he was trying to get in Romeca's car to move her car. Oh, he was trying to do this, that, and the third. Like, all these stories y'all telling, he should already have his bracelet.
It didn't appear aggressive to me until the woman started coming at her. And just to add another point, I got some screenshots from another source, and they corroborate this version right here. And they say that Holly's baby was in the back seat of her car, and Romeca was going for one of the windows. So
how did the baby get in the back seat? Okay, because Carlos had just pulled up, right? They had literally just pulled up all at the same time. So can somebody riddle me that? How did the baby get in the car? You wouldn't have had enough time because y'all jumped right out on demon time, right? Y'all wouldn't have had enough time to do none of that. So this witness, again, is not helping the situation. Shout out to Jacqueline for becoming a member. Welcome to Sleuth Nation, fam. And shout out to Dwayne for being a sponsor for this live stream. Shout out to y'all. I just happened to look. And shout out to anybody that may be sending jewels. I can't see it on this end. But shout out to y'all. And shout out to my new member.
That baby was in the back seat, and she's going for the window. And keep in mind, the restraining order protects Holly and her baby. I'm just trying to understand how we could go from a physical fight on being drawn. The conversation went on for a few more minutes, and I did ask the witness, would they be willing to allow me to record their voice and skew their voice? And the way we edit voices, nobody could even tell if you're male or female. But the witness declined, and I have no choice but to respect that. The witness did say, I wish there was a way I could help him, but I really don't know what else to do because I don't really see what they could charge him for. I saw him try to smack her arm down. He looked so stressed out. That man looked lost. He looked dazed.
Why would this person want to help Carlisle? You know what I'm saying? I really can't think of what they could charge him with. Like, it makes no sense to me. Why was it in this person's heart to help Carlisle unless you were sent by Carlisle or you know him? This is a female, allegedly. This is supposed to be a female. And you're more sympathetic to him than the person laying on the ground who had just dropped their baby off, who didn't deserve it. Make it make sense, man. He didn't record because she thought that she was out there for a fight. Exactly. She was a plant, is what it sounded like to me. But the things that this person said ain't helping at all. You hear me? It ain't helping. Thank you, BFF. Shout out to It's Sherry. Welcome in. And that's just crazy. Okay, so she wasn't worried about that baby until the witness said it was a baby in the car. That girl did what she stalked all night to do. She was gonna get her one way. Sadly, it was at her son's school. Exactly, and the same day, what, in December, the first TPO hearing she had, she said, "How about we, pick him up from the son's school?" Like, so if you said that all the way in 2024 and it actually happened, yeah, I will say that that was well planned. It was well planned. And here it is right here. I think I still got it in here. Yes. The petitioner. What about if I give them her son's school address? I mean, what about if I give them her son's school address? She trying to figure out, why is it taking so long? Why have they not arrested her yet? I can't see this worth a dang, but y'all can see it, right? Like, what? And then this is where it all happened at. But she's trying to get out. I mean, I don't see a reason why Holly need to be released at all, based off of the things that we looking at over here. Like, for what? Let me come over here because I can see it. Okay. So it's the court. She said, give him her son's school address. The court said it's something that's kind of, dang, I can't see it, man. I can't see it. Hold on. But y'all can see it, though. Wait, why it ain't expanding on this side? That's crazy. That's kind of a tough one. Because if you know a place she works or something like that, but like the school address, I don't know. I don't know how the sheriff's office operate, whether they're going or whatever. That's all I got on that. But yeah, so it sounds like the courts wasn't in agreement with her going to the kids' school or them even going to the kids' school. Not sure how that works, but it was definitely in her mind to say and do. Now, what is this? Okay, so this says, the court says, how did you get that piece of mail? Because she, at some point, she ended up getting a piece of mail, right, with her address that she didn't have before. And Holly said, we share the same child's father. And she just threatened my family and me again on February 15th. Right after Valentine's Day. What did Romeca and Los do on February 15th? Or 14th, was they together for Valentine's Day that year? So I'm really feared. So I am really feared for my life. I don't know what's taking them so long for them to serve her. You know what I'm saying? So in February, she said in February, she again threatened her or whatever. And she just threatened me and my family on February 15th. But okay, so I don't know what date this was that she was in court, this particular one. But if I had to guess, Los and Romeca might have been around each other for Valentine's Day, and she was Saudi. This woman got a court paper trail to show how pressed she was about Romeca. And then we got Romeca speaking up for herself, saying, I gotta be blocked on every social media. She's still finding a way to lurk me, laughing my ass off, but tell MFs I stalk her. B, I barely got time to do ish I need done. But here you are calling this man about my post. Who was stalking who? Who was bothering who? So this is what I'm saying. Romeca was able to speak up for herself. Okay. Miss V, that was cute. Man. It's a lot of stuff been said out of his mouth. Thank God everything will be used against her at trial. How you chat with someone you scared of. And how did she not mention that? She in court, she acting like she don't know her from a can of paint. You had a full conversation with her in September. And then you go to the courts in, what was it? I think she filed in October or something. I gotta look at that again. But and then she ends up going to court and never mentioning anything about the conversation they had in September. You know why she didn't mention that? Because she's the reason why Romeca know about her. She's the reason why Romeca knew she was pregnant. And we seen that ourselves on that video. But now you want to sit up here and cry and act like somebody bothering you. They had Q to say that and other things, but he was told allegedly that he was going to be paid if he sold the story. Now, I remember hearing something about that recently, that he was supposed to be paid. Oh, I didn't even realize I had this pen here. He was supposed to be paid for doing this, and that's when all the riff happened because he never got paid. Oh, and shout out to the members. I wanted to show y'all, we got some new emojis. I'm about to drop all of them all the new emojis. But in order to get to them, all you got to do, that chat line that you typing on, hit the smiley face, and you'll see the emojis. These are custom members emojis, special for the members. And I created 4 new ones, and I just dropped them. So those are our newest emojis, and then I'm gonna just drop all of them that we got. So join membership. I need some more members so I can get some more emojis, y'all. So join for me, even if it's just for the emojis. You know what I'm saying? So I can create some new emojis for us. Someone had to have a rubber strength body. Why you say that? Thank God everything will be used against him in trial. How you chatting? Okay. Exactly, Nisha. If she was standing with her back turned, then how can she see Romeca coming towards her? Well, I think she said her back was against she was standing. I picture her standing like forward, like just standing there, just kind of how she was looking forward at Romeca. And but when Romeca was standing, when he was slamming Romeca in her car, Romeca, her bottom wasn't facing the seat. He had Romeca turned around and slamming it to her back, the door. So she wasn't even in a position where she could have turned around and sat in her car. But you got Holly just sitting there chilling at her door, and you wasn't trying to control her and she's the real threat. Just make it make sense. Not to mention this that she posted. Sometimes you just got to start illing MFs. You know, like, and now you're trying to get out. Now, I was able to see that date. It say January. It says Friday, January. Look like it might say 24th. Wait, maybe I can see it here. Yeah, Friday, January 24th at 7. But I don't know. I don't know what time that go with. But that's what it say. And we just heard Dave say something about January. Wait, hold on. So what it says above it says I had to reactivate to speak. Keep in mind, Meeks a damn near everyday person in my life. This the other baby mama post. That shit was all a part of the plan. Ben hated my baby. I'm so sorry, Meeks. And then right above her post, so that looked like it was the date that it was posted. It say January 24th at 7:55 a.m. or something. And she shared it from somebody else, from a bloodhound somebody. Holly shared this and said, sometime you gotta just killing MF. Like, what? Like, girl, you was so thirsty for this. That's all she could think of. And now all she can think about is getting out of jail. It ain't about to happen. You right where you need to be. And that was him August 20th. Stalker is crazy to me. I don't know her number or address. And we know that we just heard again that he was paying people trying to get her address, trying to get her phone number. You know, I heard him vocally say that he didn't have her number or anything. I heard him say that he changed his phone number because he wanted Romeca to need him. But he didn't realize that Romeca also changed hers. And that's when he was really duped. Like, you trying to hurt her, but she ain't trying to talk to you either. She don't want to talk to you neither, sir. So I'm gonna let but yeah, these are just some screenshots that we have in here. Then we got this that he did to Romeca, and we hear how he proudly tells his stories about her and how he jumps on her and how he did it in front of the sergeant, and he told him, I seen her hit you 25 times. This is like he speaks, him and his friends openly speak about their abuse towards women. You know, then I'm so happy she did this whole court thing, which is why they came and got her December 4th. Okay. But this is Romeca saying, so yes, she went on social media and spread rumors saying my son has boils, that she knows where I work, that my car broke down. I have to inform my job that someone of her nature might appear. I'm actually moving from my apartment now because she has searched my address. So we got Romeca speaking for herself in court, openly saying that she's moving because of Holly, because she's got her address. She know where she worked. She might pop up on her. Yeah, all that. This same person is on social media spreading rumors, and they got all that. But this is the same person that wants to convince the world that she's innocent, and she was defending herself out of fear for her life. Girl, bye. She don't fit that bill at all, because fear and talking shit don't go hand in hand. It just don't. You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna pick one or the other. You gonna be the aggressor, or you gonna be the scary one. You gonna be the bully or the scared person. Which one? But you can't be both. You just can't. So petitioner, do I have to appear in person or over Zoom? Because, and respondent says, now that was Quadeja. Do I have to appear in person or over Zoom? Romeca says, because I don't want to be around her. I don't trust her. She don't want to be around her. And Quadeja knew that Romeca didn't want to be around her. But guess who wanted to be around Romeca? Holly. That's why she parked on the same street that she knew Romeca was going to be coming down that day. The court said, hold on. Both parties can appear by Zoom on the 14th, okay? Respondent, thank you. Perfect. Petitioner, should I bring evidence still? That's Quadeja. You ain't got no evidence. We still ain't seen no evidence. You don't have none, but we got plenty of evidence to show that she and Los was on one that weekend, building up to this. And then afterwards, she had the nerve to post this. After she unalived Romeca, we are a family, duh. We gonna be dressed alike for the holidays. They let her get a taste of Thanksgiving, and that was it for the holidays. She was out for Halloween too. I hope she got everything she needed then. But we are a family, duh. We gonna be dressed alike on the holidays. What family don't? Now, if I post our Thanksgiving pictures and Christmas pictures that never came, and they're so cute, y'all gonna be blowing smoke. Y'all gonna be blowing fire out y'all nose. I wonder what she blowing out her nose. Snot, probably. All that crying she doing. It's 100 more holidays ahead. We will be dressing like who? Her and her bunkies? Just leave us alone. We will soon as this is over. I promise you, everybody gonna forget about you. Focus on something else, and we will. Y'all weird as F and reaching. Let go and let God. Thank ya. Cute, cute, cute. I just wonder what are they gonna think of this when they hand that sentence down. I just wonder, can you catch her coming out the building? Like this woman is so desperate. Like she ain't saying all this out of fear. This is just out of get back. This is just out of all them family pics they was taking at the holidays that she couldn't be a part of. She got to make up for it. That's basically what she was saying. So she all in court with all this. If they catch her coming out of the building or something, you know, like she trying to tell these people how to do their job. Petitioner, maybe it's not updated in your system, but I called the sheriff's department last week with the updates, and they said they made 3 attempts already. They said they rung the doorbell, but maybe the doorbell doesn't work. I am trying to see, like, if they can catch her coming out the building or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was desperate in court trying to get this order. And soon as she got it, baby, or soon as she thought she had it, everything signed, sealed, and delivered, she went and parked over there and made sure that she could do what she did. Period, point blank. You know, if y'all ain't gonna take the address, I'll just go park at the damn address, okay? I'll go serve her, okay? Because y'all taking too long. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting. And then she recorded it. She recorded her last, that hearing when the judge was giving her, you know, the rules or whatever she's supposed to do and all that. She recorded it, which tells me that, you know, that she was like, finally, I got it. I'm about to take this B out. I'm going to remember what he said. I'm going to listen to it over and over again, even though I ain't going to follow a damn instruction that he gave me. Wow. But I will say that the courts powered her, whether they realize it or not, just entertaining this, because she didn't get it the first time. She didn't show no evidence of anything. And she definitely shouldn't have been thinking that she had nothing on this woman. Oh, all of a sudden, you're scared, you're shaking in your boots, but as soon as this order is granted, then you go park over there. Like that, all year you seeking this out. All year. And you managed to stay away from her up until you got it, allegedly. Justice for Meeks and her whole family. Absolutely. God is working on all those involved. I believe it. I believe it, Rhonda. Good afternoon, MTGV mods and chat. Welcome in, fam. That's deep. Exactly, Freddie. Miss V, he called new man phone looking for me. Now that's crazy. I did hear that. Something about he called the man. Like I still don't know the man. Who is the man? What's his name? What is the man's name? Man, who is this talking? I ain't even about to put your stuff up. I like your channel. Now I'm watching your other content. Oh, thank you, Freddie. I appreciate that. Definitely. We also talked about Carmelo Anthony in the very beginning when it happened. I got 3 videos of stuff that was going down in the beginning of that. And it was a lot of BS. There was a lot of bull crap with that case, man. so much I can't even talk about it. It make me think about Jelani Day, Javion McGee, all the ones that were those people I just mentioned was unalive but unjust, taken out of here, unfairness. They denied the first one she tried to get. Shout out to Romeca's auntie in the building. Shout out to La Leslie. So they denied the first one she tried to get. So what empowered the second time around? Because if she didn't have enough evidence the first time, and then I don't even think she ever showed evidence the second time. Like, I mean, what evidence did she have? I heard her talking about it. It was granted by default. So what evidence did she really ever show? Nothing. Makes no sense. Justice for Meeks all day, every day. She did not deserve this. Let me see what other paperwork we still got in here. And I mean, I'm still trying to figure out though, y'all, seriously, why did Holly have stuff on her? Why? Why was her hands like Los's hands? That really need to be explained. And we did find out she was talking to her mom, according to the things that I was reading. So I'm going to look through this paperwork and see what I can find as far as the witness that we had put up here, or that I had put up here. I think this witness was really there. Like, but she clearly was on the side of Los. And do y'all believe that it was people staged out there? You think it was people already placed out there, waiting? They knew what was about to happen. Okay, so we gonna listen to the real witness, since we listened to this chick.
This version right here, and they say that Holly's baby was in the back seat of her car, and Romeca was going for one of the windows. So that baby was in the back seat, and she's going for the window. And keep in mind, the restraining order protects Holly and her baby. I'm just trying to understand how we could go from a physical fight to a gun being drawn. The conversation went on for a few more minutes, and I did ask the witness, would they be willing to allow me to record their voice and skew their voice? And the way we edit voices, nobody could even tell if you're male or female. But the witness declined, and I have no choice but to respect that. The witness did say, I wish there was a way I could help him, but I really don't know what else to do, because I don't really see what they could charge him for. I saw him try to smack her arm down. He looked so stressed out. That man looked lost. He looked dazed.
I was actually the one at the scene. So I was the one that was yelling out to arrest.
And I just want to go back to what she talking about. She seen him trying to smack her arm down. Like, get out of here. And he would have definitely got hit if he would have been that close, trying to smack her arm down and she swinging, doing that at the same time. I mean, he should have been on her the whole entire time, trying to stop her instead of Romeca, if that wasn't what he was trying to do, if he wasn't trying to bring harm to Romeca. But we know that he was, because he did nothing to stop the threat, which was Holly. That's crazy. I don't believe he smacked her arm down at all. I believe he would have got hit if he was that close. I don't know, but I can't wait till they do the ballistics and reenactment of the case and all that, and we able to see all of that, what really happened. But we believe she was definitely in that car waiting, and we don't believe nothing that person said besides listening at what was said out there on the crime scene. If for this witness to come forward and say that she said, you always mess with everybody about this Inga, because that's what pretty much what we heard on the scene. If she said that, then that would mean that it ain't got nothing to do with it has nothing to do with her hitting her, because Holly didn't even say that out of her mouth. The only thing Holly said was what we heard Holly say. Holly didn't say that she got hit. Holly didn't say nothing, but she got a restraining order and a license to carry against her. That's all Holly said. So if all of the stuff happened, her Romeca trying to get to the baby, running up on Holly, and all of this, the first thing Holly should have said was, I was in fear for my life and she hit me. Not, I'm a license to carry and got a restraining order. You know, like that just wouldn't have came out of your mouth unless you was planning it, like we have proved in my opinion. This all she had to say. You trying to defend yourself about what these people are saying. You've been trying to get this TPO since December 4th, and then you finally think you got it, in July, and by September she gone. You managed to not be in her presence all this time. But then you go park on the very street that you know she's going to be coming through that day.
All you do is lie. All you do is lie. You a pathetic ass liar. All you do is lie. All you do is lie. You a
And he got a lying, gaslight ass baby mama. I went and re-listened to the hotel footage, and she gonna say after she told her Los was in the club calling Holly his baby mama, and then when Romeca was walking away after she had hit him and she stood up on the bed and jumped down, she's like, yeah, he got 2 baby mamas now. You know, like, it made me want to choke her. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? You playing for real. And then you gonna go run to the courts and act like Romeca doing something to you.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. Yeah, I got time, cuz. Yeah, I got time, cuz. Yeah, I got time, cuz.
And they thought we was all stupid too. Like, what? Really? And then y'all tried to say y'all was blocked in. Where? I mean, they got the whole sky view to prove that you wasn't blocked in. At all. I still believe that Carlos stopped his car right in front of Romeca and then he pulled it up and jumped out. I believe that. Because he didn't move the car until the cop told him to, and we could hear the cop tell him to move his car. In the video of the witnesses, you can hear the cop say, move your car. I'm gonna just play that part just in case y'all didn't see it. Hold on. Didn't hear it. And then I'm gonna go back to this. So hold on, let's see. He gonna say it real quick in the beginning.
Oh, baby, get that bitch. Hey, we gotta pull up truck.
What did she get from?
Hey, we got to pull up truck. Oh, y'all heard him, right? Okay, that's the only part I was going for. He told him to move his truck then when the police was on the scene. So the truck, I do believe, because the witness said, and I said this in my last video, that the school witness has said that she had her tires went because dude stopped in front of her and then he pulled up and jumped out the car. That's what I believe. And because it goes right with what the witness said, he jumped out the car looking mischievous. Yeah, because you damn near just made her hit the back of your car. Then you pulls up and jump out, and that's when everything happened. Because listen, they said that Carlos pulled up on the side of Quadeja, which means that his truck would have been blocking the view of Romeca seeing Quadeja's car. I don't believe she even knew the girl's car, right? I don't believe she even knew the car, but he was stopped there so she wouldn't see Quadesia from the other side. Once she bust that U-turn and was right there with him, he slammed on the brakes, then he put up, and then he jumped out. That's what I believe. Because the witness said she basically make it sound like it was about a parking space, because that's how close they were, and that's what it appeared to be. So let's go back to that video.
Male or female. But the witness declined, and I have no choice but to respect that. The witness did say, I wish there was a way I could help him, but I really don't know what else to do, because I don't really see what they could charge him for. I saw him try to smack her arm down. He looked so stressed out. That man looked lost. He looked dazed.
I was actually the one at the scene. So I was the one that was yelling out to arrest her, because no, everybody wasn't doing anything. I was actually the one who called the cops first. And I saw them when they were fighting in the beginning. And I was like, this is not right. He was slamming her with a door when she was standing in her door frame, not even close to the female on the other side. So she was literally standing on the other side of the road, and her baby daddy was literally slamming the door on her back. So she went back into her car, came back out, and then this was when the baby daddy walked towards the other baby mama. After this happened, he grabbed her by the waist. She tried to wiggle away from him. Her arm was like literally almost getting free with his arm around her neck this time, because he was holding her by the waist in the beginning and she wiggled out, you know. After this happened, he had her in the, like, almost looking like a headlock to me on the side. And then she stated, the other baby mama stated, I'm going to shoot you, bitch. Watch me shoot you, bitch. And he stated, she's going to go get her gun. She's going to go get her gun. Watch. And after this happened, she ran to the passenger side of her vehicle, grabbed her gun, went around. And when the woman, the mother, you know, who slipped away from him for at least like maybe a good second, as soon as she slipped away, she shot her in the face, on her side, and in her thigh. And I saw him like holding her for a split second. Maybe he was in shock. This supposedly was your first baby mama, because when I was on the bus, I heard him and her screaming, and she was literally saying, she was like, I just dropped off my fucking baby. What? I just dropped off my fucking baby. Are you guys kidding me? As soon as I got off the 21 bus. And trust me, they got it. You know what I mean? You know, she said she dropped her baby off, and you don't know who she is. You know what I mean? And I was like, arrest her. She needs to get arrested. You know what I mean? They weren't even thinking. There was another black female cop who came up, and a Mexican short cop. And I pointed out, I was like, the gun's in her car. The gun's in the car. Why wouldn't you give him the gun if supposedly this was, you know, a self-defense? You know what I mean? If it was like, hey, here's the gun. This is what happened. It was no self-defense. I swear to you, it did not look like no self-defense. It looked like you were because you were just angry or something. You know what I mean? And to me, when it wasn't. The female that got shot, she wasn't with any gun. She didn't have no weapon, no knives, no nothing. So what was it that frightened you so much? You had to run around your car, go into your passenger seat or whatever the case is, and you reached in to get your gun. Shoot this woman, you know? So to me, it was a senseless. They were arguing because she was pulling up, and I guess they ended up parking. Why was her car parked on the sidewalk? Because I seen she.
Y'all heard her, right? Y'all heard her. That's how close they pull up. It appears to be about parking. Let's go back. That's why I believe they pulled up at the same time.
Get your gun. Shoot this woman, you know? So to me, it was a senseless. They were arguing because she was pulling up, and I guess they ended up parking.
She was pulling up, and I guess they ended up parking. So that tells you right there. But who is they? I mean, they would be Carlos is the one in the moving car. Holly's car was already sitting there. And then she later says that Holly got out of the parked car. Holly got out of the parked car. So the only moving car was Los.
Was her car
allegedly
parked on the sidewalk, because I seen she ran towards the sidewalk to get her gun, and it was a small black vehicle, and he had a black truck, I think. And literally, he came out of his truck looking like real, like he wasn't like on anything but being like mischievous, like nothing but like what was like he was planning something, you know what I mean? And I called the cops on the first time I called the cops, it was because he was attacking her, you know. and the other girl was just yelling at her, and she was arguing back. So there was nothing going on for her to be like, oh, I'm going to step back over here to go.
Notice she said he jumped out the car looking mischievous or whatever. She ain't say nothing about Holly jumping out the car to get the baby put in the car. Like, she didn't say none of that.
Get my gun. You know, she was nowhere near her.
I am finally starting to get some answers to some of the questions that I had in the beginning of covering this case. Justice for Romeca. Please, Mike. Okay, so I'm gonna pretty much end it there, y'all, because I wasn't really planning on going over all of those statements and stuff, but we got it out. It's a lot. You heard of fake news. Well, that was a fake witness. Yes, but the witness said something that somebody said out there. So that person could have been somebody that was actually on the scene that day, because she said something that somebody on the scene said. I believe he going down. I mean, I don't know how he could not go down after all of the stuff that we looking at. I mean, this is evidence that we're looking at, because they both was trying to move Romeca. Yep, I know that they said that, but that's crazy. The witness didn't say that though. That she didn't say nothing about them moving her. But straight meat premeditated, for real. Shout out to Big Stacks. Never was self-defense. Can't make it self-defense. Would never make sense to be that. This video so sad. Man, justice for Meeks. She definitely did not deserve this. Bull crap. He didn't look lost. He looked like somebody who had done who has done this sort of thing before, who's done this sort of thing before. Trying to confuse it, trying to make it where you can't prove it, and all of this stuff, and trying to attack the people who's speaking up for Romeca. Literally trying to fight. She said that. You know, in the longer video that I had, you know, in the beginning I had only seen a certain part of it, but then later found the bigger part of the video, and where this lady said that Holly got out of the parked car, you know. So she only jumped bad when she had the weapon in her hand. Oh, they gonna get butt blows. It's just a matter of time. Man, oh man. Yeah, every dog had a day, that's for sure. You know, Rhonda said, appreciate you, Miss V. Appreciate you too, fam. Thank you for being a member. And shout out to my new member. I don't know which side they were on, but I think I'm gonna try to do one live stream when I go live about Romeca. So make sure you tap into my channel. If you on a vertical stream, tap my picture and come into my channel and make sure you're subscribed. And set all notifications and all that good stuff. Also, check out my podcast. I have as a matter of fact, let me pull up my channel right quick to show y'all a few things about my channel. I created a members playlist, and right now it has about, I want to say 35 members only videos. Those are for the members, you know, so check out the membership tab if you are a member and see what we got going on there. Let me just show y'all again how to navigate through the channel, because a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just go by what YouTube shows them. Like, a lot of people probably arrive at my channel just because you see it in your algorithm or something. But you need to come to my channel on purpose. You know what I mean? If you like my content and you are in support of my channel, please come and type in my handle to come to my channel, because they don't send notifications to everybody that you are subscribed to. You literally have to tune in to that channel. They're going to send you what you more likely to click on. There's no way they can send everybody notifications to everybody that they're subscribe to, and they don't, trust me. But they will send you stuff that they know that you gonna watch, something that you tune into a lot. So it's important to tap all the way into the channel, okay? One of the things to know is how to find out what my channel is about, and this is also how you can tap into my other social medias. And you just seen what I did to get there. If you didn't, let me click on it again. So right here at the top of my channel, we've made it to 22K 0.4 now. And so this is telling you about the channel Passionate True Crime Enthusiast, True Sleuth Nation. You tap onto that. I've been doing this since 7/15 of 2020, but I created this channel in 2018 of February, but I didn't put content on it until 2020. This is my if you got a bet, you want to send me a message, you could send it to me on my IG. I also have a Facebook page called MTGV. And then I have a Facebook group called Make This Go Viral. And I got other groups too, but I'm gonna just focus on that. And you can hit me up on TikTok, and you could literally click on these links to get there. Okay, so that's one thing. Then you see all of these different tabs. My homepage will show you a lot of my videos at a snapshot. I have another channel called MTGV Politics. So you can tap into that channel. You can find it on the home page, right? So you scroll down the home page, you see all of the stuff that I have, different playlists, past live streams, members only, Romeca playlist, live callers playlist, and this is the Romeca podcast that I have, and other playlists. So if you want to specifically go to videos, like you don't have a lot of time to watch a live stream, just click into the video tab and seek out the videos. So here are the videos, all the videos that I have. And like I post videos and shorts more than I go live, y'all. So I haven't been live in like 11 days, but you see 10 hours ago and nobody's seen this stuff. I did a video 5 days ago, 6 days ago. I do all this stuff days ago that y'all really didn't see, right? So that's why I'm saying tap into the videos. My short tab, I do shorts dang near daily. You know, a lot of people haven't seen the short, so just seek me out. You can tap purposely go to my channel. You can go to the search board and type at MTGV. My channel should pop up. So these are the live streams and stuff, right? So, and my stuff is content is very easy to find. So these are the podcasts that I have. I have 3. One for Romeca, one in general for my channel. And you can see I have 72 episodes in Romeca's, 348 in the true crime. And I have 3, or 8 for Sierra Day, which is Anaya Daygear's mother who did what she did. And then these are other playlists that I have. I have tons of playlists and different content. I didn't just start with Romeca. I been reporting crime for years. So it's a lot of different playlists of different cases that I have covered over the time that I've been here. So check it out, y'all. Check it out. We have posts that I post. I do post too. Like I might not post a video, but I'm communicating or talking to y'all about something. Then we had a members tab. I'm not gonna put that up. But I just wanted to show y'all that so y'all could just learn to navigate through the channel. And YouTube will definitely start sending you stuff when they see you doing that. And shout out to Dwayne for becoming a sleuth member. Welcome, fam. I definitely appreciate that. Please subscribe and press that notification bell and thumbs up. Please subscribe and press that. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. For sharing. For sharing. For sharing me. Thank you for so much. Thank you. So I have gotten a lot of members lately, and so I want to give a big shout out to all the new members. Welcome to the winning team. Buckle up, baby.
6.
Let's go.
I never ran space station. Man, I still consider the flight. Atlanta was 2 miles in altitude. On the shuttle that breaks through the sound barrier.
Welcome to the winning team. Buckle up, baby.
6.
Definitely the winning team, Team Viral, and Sleuth Nation over here. So shout out to all of y'all. And thank y'all for tuning in to this live stream. We didn't reach the goal. I don't know if I'm going to go live tomorrow, but I'm going to still attempt to do so. I love the fact that there's no bug going on in your channel. Thank you, Dwayne, and thank you for supporting by joining the membership. And that's what I want to know. Where are the people at that don't like the drama? Because I definitely don't have it over here. It's all about the content over here, all about getting out the truth through evidence and what we looking at, not pulling nothing out the sky. I don't like to do none of that. So shout out to you for becoming a part of the team. I've been watching your videos and shorts. Shout out to Gretchen. Thank you, too. And shout out to you for always tuning in. I'm seeing you in the comments. I'm seeing you on the live streams and different things like that. So thank you for being a support of the channel. But yeah, let's talk in the comments, y'all. I definitely talk back in the comments and all that. But we've been on here for over 3 hours now, so I don't want to hold y'all up. But shout out to all of y'all. Let me see. So a new member, Jacqueline Davis. Welcome to Sleuth Nation. Shout out to Dwayne for being a sponsor to this live stream and also becoming a new member. And shout out to Rhonda White, if I didn't say that. So Rhonda White and Dwayne became sponsors to the channel and also a member, Dwayne and Jacqueline. So thank y'all so much. And I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all have a great rest of the evening. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Look for my videos and live streams. I am loving your content. Thank you so much. Kohak. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but thank you for loving my content. I appreciate that. So peace and love, y'all. We gonna get on up out of here. Shout out to 755 and Shandy Cheek Music. Drop the members emojis if you a member. A lot of hard work for y'all. Peace and love, y'all. We out.